Check, check. Good evening, everybody. This is Decatur Sports Network. I'm Pat Wadlington, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the 2022 homecoming football game between Decatur and the Should I start over?
Butt music.
Now I go.
Now you go. Let's do it again.
Good evening, everybody. This is Pat Wadlington, and you're watching us on the Decatur Sports Network. And welcome to tonight's broadcast of the 2022 homecoming football game between the Decatur Eagles and the Alvarado Indians. I'm joined tonight on our broadcast by my friend Charlie, the Big Issue Tibbles, and we'll be assisted by Jaylee Matthews on camera and Buddy Kirkland on stats. We'll be back with your pregame show presented by Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug right after this.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. When it comes to selling houses, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Irrigation. He's one of the hardest working guys I know. He's always in the field, he's always on the go. I wanted to stop by and just say hi to him real quick. We'll check on him.
Chase,
Hey, what are you doing?
hey Casey,
It's Tuesday, 1 o'clock, what are you doing?
I'm going to play golf.
God, man, cut. I just told him how hard you work.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Welcome back to the Total Plumbing Solution Renshaw Drug pregame show. Pat Wadlington here. Let's go a little bit over the tail of the tape, as we always do to start things off. A comparison of the two schools enrollment-wise. Decatur again with 1040, as they've had every week. I don't know that that's going to be going up any from when the last count was. Alvarado just a little bit more in population, at least enrollment-wise, 1,180 students. Both of these schools are 4A Division I teams. Decatur out of District 4 4A and Alvarado out of District 5 4A. Decatur losing 23 lettermen from last year's squad. They have 5 offensive returning starters and 5 defensive returning starters. Alvarado lost 20 lettermen from last season. They'll return 6 on offense and 7 on defense. Interestingly enough, both teams have first-year head coaches. Steve Huff in his first year here in Decatur, and Casey Walraven coming in from Cleburne to replace the long-tenured Jeff Dixon down in Alvarado. Charlie, got any information about how these two teams got here on week 4?
Yeah, I do. So Decatur comes into this game. It shows 1-2. Are we 1-2?
We're 1-3.
1-3. That's what I thought. So 1-3, losing to Anna, losing to Ryder, losing to Stephenville, and then winning a long road trip up to Pampa. Go up there, and they actually defeated Pampa running away. They 42-13, and there's no doubt that Decatur, obviously that was their best game. But I think just on both sides of the ball, I think they're kind of learning Coach Huff's new offense, and I think the defense is coming around. The corners played real well. I know they made a little shift at cornerback from the first 3 games. The other team was still, the defense was still playing the same cornerbacks, but they added another one in to kind of spell. And I don't recall the name. Pat, help me out here. But they moved one of the cornerbacks.
I think Kate Johnson
safety.
came in and played a little bit of corner, and
moved Haynes to free
Jacob,
safety.
Jacob played a little bit of safety. I heard that Cade Brazil had a little hamstring tweak, so I don't know if that's what caused all that. But
it seemed to work out.
Yeah.
So
it did.
Alvarado comes in 3-1, and last week one of their 3 wins was against Rusk, and they won 31-22 over Rusk last week.
You know, I think it's just as we head into district, you know, you wait all year long for football season to start, and then when it starts, you look up and blink an eye, and you're 4 weeks in.
Yeah,
and
I
so
mean, it's flown by.
We're 1 week away this game, and then one more game before district play starts. And I think with every week, you learn a little bit more about our football team. And we had such a tough first 3 games, and then up against Pampa last week. I think Pampa was just outmatched against Decatur's talent, frankly. And we'll learn a little bit more about our team tonight.
I do know that Pampa, and you probably heard us if you listened to us last week, they've got a great little running back, little freshman, that's going to be a gamer.
Yeah, he'll be around for a while.
Yeah, he'll be around a while. He'll be fun to watch for out there in the Panhandle for those kids. And I'm not sure if we play them again next year, but
we do.
We do.
So but we don't have to go there.
So they're going to make the long trip to Decatur, and we'll get to see him as a sophomore. So that'll be exciting. I was really impressed with his talent level and look forward to seeing him next year.
Let's take a look around Wise County and other teams in the county that have matchups. This look around brought to you by Goosehead Insurance. Bridgeport coming in with a nice record at 3-1. They'll be in Aubrey tonight. I think this will be their toughest test so far of the season. Boyd also 3-1. They're definitely going to have a tough test playing Brock. Brock is 0 and I think they're 0-4. Honestly, they haven't won a game, but they came into the season highly ranked.
They're better than 0-4.
They're very good. They're very good. So I expect that to be a tough contest for Boyd. Paradise coming in 4-0. They're going to be against Ponder tonight. Alvord, even at 2-2, is open, and Chico, a record of 1-3 against Celeste tonight.
Celeste.
So
that sounds like somebody's grandma.
Well, Chico hopes that it is. But that'll round out your scores of other schools in Wise County tonight. Brought to you once again by Goosehead Insurance. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more of your pregame show. Brought to you by Total Plumbing Solution and Renshaw Drug.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
Welcome back to your Total Plumbing Solutions Renshaw Drug pregame show. Just a little bit of field conditions. I was down on the field testing the wireless mic tonight, and here at Eagle Stadium, the grass, I mean, everything's even, not wet. It's dry. It looks a little brown, to be honest with you. It is. I don't think the field conditions will be a factor at all. Obviously, it's a little bit warm tonight. Charlie, what do you got on our weather report as far as temperature?
Well, currently the temperature is a balmy 93 degrees, and at kickoff, temperature is expected to be 91. And as the night progresses, it should be around 82 about the end of the game at 10 o'clock, showing a 0% chance of rain and partly cloudy and moonlit night. So
not much wind either, just a little bit of light breeze out of the south. So I don't think that will be a factor. I don't think weather will be a factor at all. I'll tell you where it was real balmy, though. It was real balmy up on top of this press box when I was having to tape all that stuff down and climb over that fence.
I managed to avoid having to go up there. I think I won that deal.
Let's talk about state rankings, rounding out the top 10 and who they play tonight. Ranked number 1, obviously, still Stephenville. They're going to be at home tonight. Their homecoming game, they'll be facing Wichita Falls Rider. That will be a game that we're going to be keeping an eye on throughout tonight's ball game here. Number 2, China Springs. They're going to play Dallas Parish Episcopal. That'll be a good game as well. Parish also fielding good squad. Number 3 in 4A, Corpus Christi Calallen. They'll play Zapata. Number 4 is Bernie, and they'll be at home against Salado. Number 5, the first opponent this season for the Eagles, Anna, playing Pittsburgh tonight. Number 6, Salina. They'll face Carrollton Ranchview. Coming in at number 7 is Lumberton. They'll be against Tatum. Number 8, the Dumas Demons up in the Panhandle. They'll face Bushland tonight. Bushland, a 3A team. But from what I understand, they have a very tough defense. I was talking to Coach Dunham a little bit this week just about their team. He expects that to be a tough game for the Demons. Number 9 in 4A is Somerset. They are open this week. And rounding out the top 10, Brownwood. The Lions will be down in Waco Conley tonight, and that will round out your top 10. Charlie, let's
Hey, real quick before you leave the state rankings, I think it's important to point out that 2 of the top 5 schools that are on that list were Decatur's opponents in weeks 1 and 3, and and Ryder rather, is a state-ranked team as well.
Top 5
in small. Yeah, they're another. So Decatur's 3 losses are to top 5 teams in the state, both in Big 4A and Small 5A, and then they kicked the crap out of Pampa last week, and I think that's worth noting in this team moving forward.
Well, for us, for those of us that got to watch the first 3 or 4 games, we know what the rest of the people across the state don't know about our football team, and that is we are really good. And so, as usual, I had some time to sit down before the game with Coach Steve Huff. So, Charlie, let's go now to our pregame interview with Coach Huff, brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur. Welcome to our pregame interview with Coach Huff, brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur. Coach, coming off a real fun night up in way deep in the Panhandle of Texas last Friday night up in Pampa. Just what are your comments coming out of that win?
Definitely a long drive, no doubt about that. But again, I think it was what a great venue to play at. Great crowd, knew it would be. It's one of those. I think a town that very heavily supports their athletics. So it was a lot of fun for us going there and play last week, and we also had a good little following up there. So coming out with a win was big for our kids.
We talked about it during the first 3 games. I don't know that there was another team in 4A Division I that had as tough of a, opening 3-game schedule as Decatur did. And we talked about it along the way about kids keeping their confidence and not getting down. And it would have been real easy for them to do that along the way, but they didn't do it. And how have they responded this week after getting a taste of a win and something that they've been looking for a few weeks?
The kids have responded well, but saying that, they've responded well every week. That's one of the things about this group of kids seems to be very resilient. We have so many seniors, and I think they've been able to keep their heads up the whole time and see that there is improvement going on. That's hard for young kids to understand, that there's improvement going on, and we're still taking the losses. But our pre-district schedule is relatively tough, and it's holding and still looking like that when you look at the first 3 teams we played, and Pampa also. But having said that, I think one thing the kids have kind of kept their sights on what we're trying to get done here in the preseason, and with a couple more non-district games left, trying to work toward that district schedule.
So was there anything that stood out in your mind offensively or defensively after you got home from Pampa and got a little rest and were able to look at the tape?
I think offensively, the one thing, we were much more efficient the other night. We did have a couple big plays, but I just thought we played with more efficiency all the way around. We still had some very silly mistakes, and we're trying to get over those immature type mistakes that we're making. They're very small, but they add up in a game. And then the defensive side, I thought the one thing that I felt coming out of the game, and then after taking a look at it and talking with the defensive coaches, I thought we played a lot more physical the other night than we had been. Not that we haven't been playing physical. It's just like a majority of we're getting a lot of hats to the ball, and there was a lot of good hitting in that ball game, and we try to talk about physicality wins, and so getting that taken care of and playing a little bit higher level the other night, I thought coming away from that looked really good.
Well, let's turn our attention to tonight and the Alvarado Indians. I don't know if you've got experience with them personally, but here in Decatur, I know we've played them probably for every year in pre-district schedule for the last 8 or 10 years and had been coached for a couple decades or more by Jeff Dixon. Have a new coach this year in Casey Walraven. What do you see so far in Alvarado?
Well, definitely a very well coached football team. They do a lot of things on both sides of the ball that present problems for you, and I can see why they're out to the start they are. The one loss they have is Kennedale, and Kennedale is a bigger school obviously, and they do some things also that create problems for you. But looking at them, I'll start offensively. They got some weapons. Quarterback can do a lot of damage in two different ways: throw it and run it. Little running back ran for, I shouldn't say little, but running back ran for 300-something yards 2 weeks ago. So that's eye-popping right there on 42 carries. And 42 carries is eye-popping, but the kind of yardage and production they got out of that. And they've been scoring some points. And so when you look at that, obviously you're like, there's something good going on there for them, and I think they're playing well up front. Defensively, they're similar to us in a way as far as alignment. They definitely live by movement. They're a very penetrating ball team. They've created a lot of problems for the people they've played just by all the movement they do. And then when the times they've gotten ahead in ball games, when they get up, then they really pin their ears back and create a lot of issues. So for us, we got to be really gap sound on offense and not be impatient, because they're going to make some plays. There's no way they won't with as much as they do. But we got to sit in there and be calm about that, and just wait for our time.
And generally speaking, not to name any names, but I know we had a little virus go through the locker room last week, and maybe a few dings. Just generally speaking, how is the health of the team coming into the game tonight?
I think we're at a better spot than we have been the last couple of weeks, especially with the illness. I worried about, we sent some kids to Stephenville a couple of weeks ago, had one, ride with a parent, and we had a lot of kids ride back with parents just to make sure we could keep the kids apart as much as we could. And then last week, it seemed like we were getting better. You worry about when the kid's sick and lose a little weight or whatever it might be, you worry about hydration and how they'll play and how they hold up. But, kids are so resilient. They come back and these kids do a really, really good job of keeping themselves hydrated and taking care of themselves. And so I think that was big for us. And right now it looks like we're kind of coming out on the backside of that. We're pretty healthy right now as far as the sickness.
So I'll always end with this question: keys to the game. What are 3 things that have to happen or have to not happen for the Eagles to come out with a victory over the Indians tonight?
I think for us on defense, we've got to be very aware of where that quarterback's at. Where if they get a running game going where he's involved and can get on track, it gets to be a two-headed monster because he can definitely run. I think for us offensively is be patient. With as much movement as they do and blitzing and stunting, like I said, they're going to make some plays, and we've got to be very patient, work our way through that, and not get in a hurry trying to rush things because of what they're doing. We've got to stay and kind of steer through that. And then I always look at the special teams. We're still cleaning up special teams every week. We're moving kids around and replacing things, and and just try to make sure we're clean there, because that always, and I think this is another one that can be a very tight ball game. I think it's always a huge part of what goes on.
Well, Coach, as always, I appreciate your time just before the game to join us in the interview, and best of luck to you.
I appreciate that.
You've been listening to the pregame interview with Coach Huff, brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur, located at the intersection of South Highway 51 and Thompson Avenue.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to the Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug pregame show. Tonight's starting lineups for your Eagles: at quarterback, not very many changes in the starting lineup, if any. At quarterback, Preston Escobar, number 4. At running back, you'll have Nate Palmer. Your wide receivers will be Hunter Smith, Sean Dubois, and Carter Riggins. Your H-back will be Kyler Crow. Left tackle, Aiden Nance. Left guard, Hunter Wingert. Your center will be Jorge Padron. Right guard, Simon Varnador. Right tackle, Ryan Jimenez. Defensively, along the defensive line, your starters are defensive end Hunter Chenault, defensive tackle Tobin Petrie, defensive end Ethan Talley. Your outside linebackers are Brody Edens and Lane Heston. Inside, you'll have Wyatt Vinzant and Caden Barnes. In your secondary, your 2 safeties will be Cade Brazil and Brody McClure. Your cornerbacks, Jacob Haynes and Antoine Gilbreth. Your punter tonight will be Jacob Haynes, and your kicker will be Eleazar Eldape. Charlie, no, we got every week we go into keys to the game, so now's that time.
It is about that time. So I think number 1 key to the game is play good offense. Number 2 key to the game is play good defense. And number 3 key to the game is play good special teams.
Yeah.
So
I think I'll go with what I did last week, which is Decatur at every position, go out and do your job. No mental mistakes. Just go do your job. And I think everything will turn out okay for the Eagles tonight. So those are my keys to the game. No turnovers, no bad penalties, no busted plays, and we ought to come out with a W as far as I'm concerned.
Play your position. Don't overplay your position. Just like you're saying, just do your job and just play good positional football, and I think Decatur will have a good chance of winning this game.
Yeah, and I think both teams are about to run through Alvarado's going to run through a big sign. Decatur's going to run through the helmet, but I want to take this chance and welcome all of the Decatur alumni who may be physically here in the stadium. We do have a packed house, or listening to us within the 940 area code or elsewhere. I know that I've got some alumni of my own that may be listening, and so welcome to everybody to tonight's broadcast of Homecoming 2022. Charlie, let's take a quick break as the Eagles walk through the stadium, and we'll be back with your Chip Hackinson, Edward Jones coin toss after these messages.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Welcome back to the Total Plumbing Solution Renshaw Drug pregame show as we head down on the field for the Chip Hackinson Edward Jones coin toss. Your captains tonight for Decatur, just two of them, Brody McClure and Hunter Wingert. Captains for the Alvarado Indians, number 10, your quarterback, who's a sophomore, Cardea Collier. Number 32, Caden Ford, a free safety. I feel like I've called his name for several years in a row. And big number 74, Colin Adams, rounding out the captains for the Indians, as the white hat and all captains stand right in the center of the Decatur logo at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, normally, when Tony's here, we've got him down there on the field. And
I know.
He's got the microphone in the mouth, and we can hear the
He had some
referee
sort of unlawful biker gang initiation in New Mexico.
In Las Cruces.
Yeah. I'm not asking any questions.
So I hope they'll just be safe. And I think Heather's with him, so they'll have to be good. So.
I don't know. We'll see.
I always said I want to go in one of those, but I want to ride like in the Chase van that's like a mile back that, there to fix tires and give gas and all that.
The white hat indicates that Decatur did win the toss. They're going to defer, and Alvarado's going to elect to receive the opening kickoff. And Decatur will be kicking off from the south end to the north. Thank you to Chip Hackinson and Edward Jones for sponsoring that coin toss. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with your Parker Properties opening kick for Homecoming 2022 right after this.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com.
This is Decatur Eagle football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as the Eagles, dressed in white pants with a blue stripe down the side, blue jerseys and white numbers, white helmets with a blue stripe and your blue D logo, ready for your Parker Properties opening kickoff. And there it is. Aldape sends it deep, and it's going to be fielded. Now it's going to go into the end zone. Aldape continuing his trend of a strong leg and putting his kickoffs into the end zone with no opportunity for a return. Again, starting lineups on the defense for the Eagles. Along the defensive line, Hunter Chenault, Tobin Petrie, and Ethan Talley. Your linebackers, Brody Edens, Wyatt Vinzant, Caden Barnes, and Lane Heston. In your secondary, Cade Brazil, Brody McClure, Jacob Haynes, and Antoine Gilbreth.
there's not really one that we can call out as standout for the year, but because all of them have been playing really well in their positional play.
On 1st and 10, Collier completes a pass to the far side. Gain of about 8 across the 30-yard line down to the 34. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1 for the Indians. Opening possession here in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter. There's your snap. Handoff, Bridgewater coming left. He's got the first down across the 35 to the 37.
That's a good job by Brody McClure to come down and make that stop from his safety position.
So 1st and 10 Indians as the sophomore quarterback Collier directs his offense. They'll go 3 receivers to the right side. Collier's going to throw it. Now he tucks it and he's going to run. He's into the Decatur secondary. He's got a first down into Decatur territory across midfield down to the 46, and number 10 looks like he has got some quick feet.
Pat, he's got a great first step. He runs out there and just lights it up real fast, it appears. That may be trouble as we get through the game here.
So 1st and 10 again for the Indians. There's your snap. Play fake. Pass is complete. Incomplete. In and out of the hands. Let's see, get a number on that receiver. Number 13, Logan McDaniel. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Lane Heston in there along with Jacob Haynes to break that one up. Sounds so much better when you turn that ambient mic up, doesn't it?
I forgot to do it. I'm trying to do color and my regular job, and I'm not very good at it.
We'll just have a little extra airtime. It's all right.
I'll just
missing the beard tonight.
Yep. This is you do have the B team tonight, or at least Pat's the A team.
No,
you have the B
no,
team
no.
with the color guy.
2nd and 10, 3 receivers wide right. Collier's going to keep it himself, and he is planted. That is number 15, the sophomore Lane Heston will drop him for a loss. Hello, Mr. Collier, he says. That'll bring up 3rd down and 14.
Man, he gets a great jump from that position, from his cornerback position out there, or he's an outside linebacker rather. He came in untouched.
Put his face mask right in the chest. Perfect tackle. And Alvarado's going to call a timeout. The Grand Pools timeout, your first one of the night. When we return, it'll be 3rd and 14 for Alvarado. We'll be right back after this.
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Well, on 3rd and 14, Collier hit Lance Sansom out of the backfield, coming on the backside, on the far side, down all the way down to the Decatur 4-yard line. And Alvarado's in business at the Decatur 4, 1st and goal. There's your snap. Handoff Bridgewater. He's met in the backfield. That was Wyatt Van Zandt that got to him first. Lane Heston and Brody McClure helped finish him off. No gain on that play. That'll bring up 2nd and goal. They'll actually mark it at the 3-yard line. .9:42 left in the Rosenbaum Dental first period. No score. This is your opening possession of the ball game. Alvarado, 2nd and goal. They'll pitch it to big number 99, and he lumbers his way toward the goal line. I believe he's going to be short. That guy, it's Ty Means, a defensive lineman. He's got to be every bit of 275 pounds.
He goes out there in the wing back, and lumbering is the right word, and he went around the end, and I don't know who hit him out there.
It was Brody McClure.
Bounced right off of him.
Brody McClure hit him and Some other Eagles were there to bring him down, but on 3rd and goal, they're going to try a quarterback sneak, and we don't have a signal yet. Actually, it was a wildcat.
There's the touchdown signal.
Yep, sure is. Now, it was a quarterback sneak. That was Collier who scored it across the goal line. That'll be your first touchdown of the ball game, and your Indians will take the first lead of the night. 6-0, extra point upcoming. Your hold will be by Wes Connor, and your kicker is Dylan Cox.
Dylan Cox to attempt the extra point.
Kick is up, and it's good. With 8:57 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first quarter, it's Alvarado 7, Decatur nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. When it comes to selling houses, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Irrigation. He's one of the hardest working guys I know. He's always in the field, he's always on the go. I wanted to stop by and just say hi to him real quick. We'll check on him.
Chase, hey.
What are you doing?
Hey, Casey.
It's Tuesday, 1 o'clock. What are you doing?
I'm going to play golf.
God, man, cut. I just told him how hard you work.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
This is Decatur Eagle Football and Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Welcome back to Eagle Stadium. 8:57 left here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period, and Alvarado takes the opening possession of the game all the way down and punches it in the end zone and have a 7-0 lead. Brody McClure will collect the kickoff at the Decatur 5, makes a spin move, and he's down the far sideline, across the 35, all the way up to the 37-yard line. Nice return there by the senior, Brody Eddins.
Brought down by Colton Dawson, a senior linebacker, number 12 for the Alvarado Indians. It's a good return. Had a good blocking, had it set up nicely on the right side there, and got down to the 38. 62 yards to go here for a touchdown.
Pistol formation on 1st and 10. Handoff Palmer up the middle. He's across the 40 to the 41, short gain of 3.
There's that big number 99. It's like the nose tackle there for.
That's when they ran on the jet sweep.
Yeah, tried to tackle that guy with the ball.
2nd and 7. Escobar rolls right, under pressure, looking, throws it out of bounds. Just tossed that one.
He had nobody. That it's good coverage by the defensive backs and linebackers for the Indians to give him no options as he rolled out to the right.
3rd down, 7 for Decatur on its opening possession. Crow beat a wing to the right side, 2 receivers also to the right. There's your snap, play fake. Escobar over the middle, in and out of the hands of Landon Feltz, and that's a rarity. Landon has been really, really consistent and a really good player on offense. We won't see that happen too often.
No, I bet you that's one he'd like to have over again. That ball hit him right where you're supposed to be hit with the ball, or it's right in your hands. But that is not consistent for him and unusual, so I'm sure he'll get another opportunity here in a little bit.
So Jacob Haynes into punt. Back to receive, number 32, Caden Ford. There's your snap. The punt's away. It's nice and high, end over end. Ford's going to catch it at the 22-yard line. He's out across the 25. Brought down at the 27.
Cooper Stastny making the stop.
Pat, that was good coverage.
It's Cooper Stastny, wasn't it?
Yeah, Cooper
on the tackle?
Stastny, number, I thought it was 16.
18.
18?
Yep.
Yeah, Cooper Stastny broke down, just waited, didn't take the juke, and made a good form tackle there.
So Alvarado starts its 2nd possession from its own 27. They lead 7-0 here in the Rosenbaum Dental first period. Empty set for Collier. He takes the snap. Quick pass is a reverse pass, and it's going to be a double pass, and that's complete. Still on his feet is number 16, Caden Farmer. That's all the way down into Decatur territory at the 25-yard line. And Alvarado in business again.
Antoine Gilbreth caught that happening from this corner all the way over here and ended up having to make that tackle. That's a good job by that young man to recognize what was going on and turn on the jets to try to get there.
1st and 10 Indians from the Eagle 25. Man comes in motion to the near side, but they'll hand it up the middle to Bridgewater. He fights his way inside the 25 down to the 21, gain of 4. Indians got the Eagles a little bit on their heels right here, Charlie.
Yeah, they do. I'm kind of surprised, actually, at how easily they're moving the ball, frankly.
On 2nd and 6, they'll go 3 receivers wide to the right side in a pistol formation. Bridgewater behind Collier.
Ain't much to Bridgewater. He's a little guy.
There's your snap. They'll hand it to Bridgewater, trying to get the end on the far side, and he fails to do it. Wyatt Vinzant and Brody Edens ate him up.
That was great support from the Bendozer.
Loss of 4. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. That was a big play. Alvarado looks to its sideline for a play call from the coaching staff. Ball spotted on the left hash. 3 receivers wide right. Now one comes in motion, hesitates, and there's flags, and it looks like some sort of procedure penalty is going to be called against Alvarado.
Looks like it was the left tackle that made a move here.
Gavin Rios checks out, and Caden Ford checks in at tight end on the left side. Again, 3 receivers wide right. Now a little bit of motion. There's your snap. Collier looks left, throws left, completes to Merriweather in the left flats. He's got some room, and he's got the first down inside the Decatur 15. And that was just a misdirection screen pass, I guess I would call it. And well executed by the Indians.
Yeah, almost looked like they had a little play action to the right, and then those left side linemen run out, kind of came out, and there was some open grass there.
Pistol formation. They'll hand it to Bridgewater, trying to get the edge on the near side, and ankle tackle by Brody McClure is going to bring him down for no gain.
Lane Heston almost had him there in the backfield. So Brody McClure comes over to clean things up.
2nd down 9 for the Indians. Ball spotted on the right hash now. Merriweather a motion out of the backfield. Pass complete in the flat on the near side. Tackle made by Cade Brazil. I don't believe there's any gain on that play. Maybe a yard. That was complete to number 15, Lance Sansom.
Yeah, again, they played a little bit of a misdirection play. The two left side linemen kind of swept out to the left side and took some of the linebackers with them. And but it didn't work over here on the right side. Decatur read it all the way.
Empty set on 3rd and 8. 2 receivers stacked to each side, and Merriweather in a slot to the far side. Collier's going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to score. 11-yard rushing touchdown by Collier, and Alvarado putting it on the Eagles right now.
Pat, that quarterback draw, he had number 75, Cole Sullins, out in front of him, but he didn't have to block anybody. He just led the way, and nobody was there. Except at about the goal line, there's some Eagles that kind of got there, but
Dylan Cox's extra point is good. Your score 14-0 Alvarado with 5:12 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. We'll be right back with more Eagle football after this.
Hey Wise County, Arico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Arico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist. taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at ariehvac.com. Let's go, Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Welcome back to Eagle Football and Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 14-0 Alvarado your score after an 11-yard touchdown scamper by sophomore quarterback Cardea Collier for the Indians. And Dylan Cox ready to kick off deep for Brody Edens and Nate Palmer. See if Decatur can get some offense going after going 3 and out on their first possession. That kick is high. It's going to be right to Palmer. Up, stepbrother Gelbreth collects it at the 5 instead, and he's out across the 25, still on his feet across the 40-yard line, still on his feet. Antoine into Indian territory at the 47. And the two brothers, they look kind of like a couple of outfielders who didn't call for the ball.
Yeah, they did.
But
Like
Gilbreth,
Major League.
Gilbreth able to collect it, and I'm glad he did. They're going to spot this at the 43-yard line.
But getting some good returns. Just need to get some offense going here.
On 1st and 10, pistol formation for the Eagles. Snap is back. Escobar play fake, rolls right, complete to Crow at the 40, makes one man miss. Now we got a penalty flag, two of them.
Looks like a hold to me. Let me look here on my replay.
Let's see.
It's one of those blindside block looking things. I'm not sure. It wasn't a hold. It was tossed about where the block was made by the receiver, actually coming back, almost like a crackback kind of block. Let's see if it's a 15-yard penalty here. No.
I think it's going to be a spot foul, 10.
I didn't get the signal from the.
He didn't give us one.
He didn't, did he?
It's going to be 1st and 10 Eagles at the Indian 48-yard line. Escobar, quick pass complete to Gelbreth here on the near side. He's got some space inside the 40 down to the 39. Gain of about 8. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6, I believe.
Gilbert takes 2 steps forward and backs up, takes that ball. Had some blockers in front of him. Defense was closed up nicely.
Hand off Palmer up the middle, short gain. Gobbled up there by big number 99, Ty Means. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles. They trail 14-0, 4:08 left here in the Rosenbaum Dental first period.
So running back Ty Means, for those of you who weren't here earlier.
Yeah. Speedy wide receiver Ty Means. On 3rd and 4, Escobar is going to hand it to Palmer. He gets inside the 35. They're going to mark him short of the line to gain at the 34, and I'm sure Coach Huff probably going to go for this on 4th and 1.
Brought down by number 24 for the Indians, Carter Thomas, an outside linebacker, stepping up and catching him at his ankles. And then wrapped up by a couple of other Indians to finish him off.
On 4th down, Decatur will have 2 receivers left. Sean Dubois alone to the right side. Crow lines up at a wingback position on the left side of the Decatur offensive line. Indians show blitz. Palmer motions out of the backfield. Escobar's going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down to the 31-yard line as the Eagles keep this drive alive with 3:04 left here in the first period. They trail 14-0. Snap is back on 1st and 10. Quick pass complete to Palmer in the flat on the near side. Palmer's inside the 25, down to the 24. They'll mark it at the 23. Now the 22. So gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd down and short for the Eagles.
Palmer starts the play by going in motion and has a couple of blockers out there. Good gain of 9 yards.
Handoff, Palmer up the middle. Now he breaks to the outside, makes a man miss. He's inside the 15. He's got another Eagle first down, and we've been missing these, Charlie. It's the Christian Heston Parker property first down. I think I missed 2 or 3 of them. I can apologize to her. She lives across the street. I'll bring her some snacks or something.
There you go. Palmer's coming out. It's like a little bit gimpy. But he's got a great open field move. And we've seen it time and time again, Pat, where he just leaves defensive backs just standing, wondering where the heck he went.
On 1st and 10, Escobar up the middle. Short gain down to the 11. Devin James is in to spell Palmer.
Like Kalen Wicker in for the Eagles, spelling Simon Varnador over in the right guard position.
2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation for the Eagles. They'll hand it to James. He's inside, up the middle. He's going to score, but there is a flag. It looks like it's in the area of holding. Let's see what we got. Sure looks like it's going against the boys in blue.
Yeah, they're starting to saunter south.
The celebration stopped pretty quick.
It did.
That was a big clue.
Is the
personal foul chop block? That's a killer. Oh man. So after that mark off, that's going to put the ball spotted outside the Decatur 26-yard line.
Trying to find Palmer down there and see.
I also missed that we were before that penalty inside the Case IH red zone for the first time tonight. But 2nd and 23 for the Eagles after that big penalty. Draw play to James. He's bottled up in the backfield. He's going to be dropped for no gain.
Man, I am with trying to watch the game. I'm just telling you right now.
Are you discombobulated?
I'm bad at this clock. So
just turn it off.
The clock that you see is generally not going to be right.
Can you just take it off?
I can, but I mean I'm going to try my best to make it.
Yeah, I can just. There's 122 and counting on the left in the Rosenbaum Dental first period. It's 3rd down 24 for the Eagles. Escobar under pressure. Breaks free. He gets around the edge to the far side. Inside the 25, brought down at the 24. And what was a really, really good-looking drive for the Eagles deep into Indian territory for a badly needed score was erased.
You know, I'm looking at the replay here, Pat, and when he got around that edge on the right side, there looked like there was a lot of grass. But there was one Indian defender that kept him from making the corner. And by the time he kind of got around them, there was about 3 other Indians there to drive him out of bounds.
Decatur's going to try a field goal. They're spotting it at the 33-yard line, so it'll be a 43-yard field goal for Eleazar Eldape. He's shown to have plenty of leg.
And reasonably
Time running
accurate.
down. Coach Huff's going to have to call a timeout. We didn't have enough guys out there. There was 3 seconds left on the play clock. Let's take a break. The Grand Pools timeout. 1:03 left in the Rosenbaum Dental first period. 14-0 your score, Alvarado. We'll be right back after this.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Your score 14-0 Alvarado. Eleazar Eldape lining up to attempt a 43-yard field goal. The ball spotted on the right hash. pretty far field goal for high school level. There's your snap, the hold. The kick's got the distance, and it is good.
There we go.
Good job. Happy for Eleazar Eldape, and puts Decatur on the board with 58 seconds left in your first period. 14-3 your score.
We'll just stay here since we had a quick commercial.
You know, and I guess we can do a scoring summary. I don't have my sheet.
You don't have your sheet?
No.
Oh, where's our, we need to get our tab here.
Oh, stats.
I need to find my stat sheet. Hey, I did get a comment that our audio sounds good tonight. They did say need to balance out their me and you a little bit. Shout out to Kingfish watching tonight. He says that me and you are in the zone. I appreciate it. You speaking well of me, Kingfish. And he is optimistic. He said we can play with these guys. Just need to make some plays and build on what we just achieved here.
Well, we're going to have to stop them. I mean, they've had 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And
that was my second point of the game.
Play defense. Yeah. Eldape in for your Parker Properties kickoff with 58 seconds left here in your first quarter, presented to you by Rosenbaum Dental. That kicks deep, and it's once again going to go into the end zone.
You know, Eldape's, and there's no wind behind him.
No.
I mean, he's really got a nice leg for a high school kicker.
I was happy to see him make that one. That was great.
Yeah, 43 yards in high school is a pretty significant length for a field goal. And it speaks well of him that Coach Huff has that kind of trust in him to get out there and make a go of it. And that'll be good experience for later on when you need that 3 points to win a game.
So the Indians will start at their own 25-yard line. They lead 14-3. They'll bring 3 receivers wide right to the near side. Bridgewater in the backfield with Collier. Now Sansom comes in motion. Collier's going to keep it himself, bounces to the outside, and he is thrown to the ground. That is
like 38.
Brody Edens. Brody Edens, number 8, threw him to the ground, and along with Lando Henry. That was a loss of 1, actually, so brings 2nd down and 11. Pistol formation for the Indians with 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Hard count. Now the Indians look to their sideline for a play change. Bridgewater will move to Collier's right side in the backfield. Quick pass short to the far side, complete. Good enough for the first down. That's complete to number 16, Caden Farmer.
I can tell you that number 18 over here for the Indians is going to have a boring night. And the reason why is
because he's got Antoine covering him.
They've been watching film across the way over there, and there hasn't been 1 pass play to Antoine's side.
No.
And so he's just going to check with the ref, make sure he's lined up right, and then he'll just kind of mosey on down knowing he's not going to get the ball.
Handoff to Bridgewater on first down. He's across the Indian 45 to the 46, gain of 6. Again, if you're just joining us, your score 14-3. Alvarado with the lead. And that's going to do it for the end of your first period, which was brought to you by Rosenbaum Dental. Your score 14-3. Alvarado over Decatur. We'll be back with your NRS second period right after this.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
This is Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. 14-3 your score. Alvarado with the lead as we start your NRS second period. Collier will go under center. Now he shifts into a shotgun and an empty set on 2nd and 4. Snap is back. Collier throws over the middle, incomplete, and that was intended for Caden Ford, and he met every bit of both forearms of Brody McClure right on the chin.
Yes, he did. Hey, Pat, some game leaders here in the first quarter so far. Cardia Collier, 5 of 6 for 66 yards.
He's just a sophomore, by the way.
And rushing Collier, 5 for 98 yards with 2 touchdowns. Camden Farmer, 2 receptions for 61 yards, leading the way for Decatur. Rushing Nate Palmer, 4 carries for 46 yards.
On 3rd and 4, the Indians play fake to Collier. He throws to the far side, and that's complete to number 18, Charlie. They worked one over there on Antoine's side. That's going to be good for a first down.
Well,
they're going to call him incomplete. Must have been bobbling it as he went out of bounds there.
Overall for Decatur, passing yards 113 for Alvarado to -9 for Decatur. Rushing yards 121 for Alvarado, 53 for Decatur. First downs 6-2 in favor of Alvarado. No turnovers. 1 penalty for Alvarado, 1 for 5. Decatur's 2 for 25 with that 10-yard spot foul.
4th and 4 for the Indians as they look to the sideline. They're going to try to draw Decatur off sides, what they're going to do. I can't imagine they're going to go for this on their own 45. Now, Collier drops back deep, and he's going to punt it. He does. Nobody back deep for Decatur, and that was the plan all along. Ball rolls inside the 10, down to the 2-yard line, which is where they'll down it. 14-3 your score on your James Wood scoreboard here at Eagle Stadium. And Decatur got 98 yards to go to try to bring this to within 1 score.
It's a long way to go.
They can do it. They hand it to number 7, and he gets in some space. I think he can take it. We'll see.
Just got to get him in some space.
They're going to have to be. They're going to have to be conservative here, and this deep in their own territory, get a little breathing room before they do too much. But shotgun formation for Escobar as he stands in his own end zone. He'll hand it to Palmer. Palmer's up the middle. He gets out to the 5-yard line. Short gain of 2 or 3.
Johnson making the stop. 2nd down.
Second down. Go ahead.
Johnson on the stop for Alvarado.
Hand off to Palmer on 2nd and 7 around the far side, maybe a yard. Gets out to the. They'll mark him down at the 8-yard, 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
You know, one of the things that I'd like to see, now of course you can't do it back here on the 7-yard line, but is using that passing game to kind of open up some of the running game, because they're stacking up 8 guys in the box here.
On 3rd and 5, they will throw it. They tried to throw it to Landon Feltz in the flats here on the near side. It skipped to him, incomplete. But there's whistles and a flag. If it's illegal procedure on the Eagles and negate the play, it's the first time that an illegal procedure penalty might work in your favor and give you another shot.
We're about to get a call here. Personal foul.
Another chop block? They're going to decline it.
Personal foul, chop block. Penalty will be declined. It'll be 4th down.
So that'll bring up a punting formation for the Eagles. And the Indians are going to get the ball with good field position here. 10:36 left in the UNRS second period. Camden Brown back deep to receive the punt. The kick is off, and Jacob Haynes was roughed, and they have not thrown. Maybe he got. There's the flag. I was about to say, he must have had that one like down in his pants and not in the pocket, because he was reaching. I was starting to get concerned.
He had to pull it out of his sock, I think.
He had his hand there for too long.
Now, I don't know if this is the roughing variation.
It had to be. It had to be. I mean, he ran clean into Jacob in the end zone, and Decatur offense is coming back onto the field. It was only 4th and 5 anyway, so that should be an Eagle first down. Big break for Decatur there. 10:26 left in your NRS second period. 14-3 your score on your James Wood scoreboard. Alvarado with the lead. Decatur trying to keep this drive alive. They're deep in their own territory at the 7-yard line. But let's see where the ball is going to be spotted after this penalty's marked off.
Again with the clock. I'm just telling all y'all listening, this clock ain't going to be right.
They said running into.
Running into
So
the
it's,
kicker.
and it's not going to be a first down.
So the 5-yard variety. So 4th and inches here, Pat. What do? You trust your star
Well, you're
running
down
back?
14-3. They're going to punt it.
Nope.
Looks like they're going to punt it.
I think that's probably the right call down here on the, or this early in the game. You're in at the 12-yard line. Man, if you turned it over right here, man, that'd be devastating. Or turned it over on downs right here, that'd be devastating. I think this is the
Well,
right
they're still
call.
going to get the ball in Decatur territory, so I don't know. I'm not taking the risk, but punts away. Caught at the 41-yard line, and Alvarado return man will be brought down at the 40. So
Brought down by number 10, Landon Feltz, and, no, I'm sorry, number 18, Cooper Stastny, and the Vendozer, both in there on the stop. So Decatur defense comes back on the field, Pat. We need a 3 and out here. Well, at least we'll get some offense on this side now from the Alvarado. They've been playing off that other side, going the other way.
empty set with stacked receiver formations on both sides. A quick pass to the far sides, complete to number 12, Wes Connor. He's tackled quickly, barely inside the 40-yard line, short gain of 1. We give a shout out to my boy T. Wad, Trey Wadlington, and Donald the Duck Chapman. They're up at where the heck are they? They're at Alvarado, up there doing some hunting. So thanks for tuning in, guys. 2nd and 9, pass is tipped but complete. Complete to number 15, Lance Sampson. And I think it was Brody Edens that went up and got his hands on it. Wasn't able to collect it, and if he had, he'd probably be down in the south end zone right now with your score back to within 1 as your difference. But
Yeah, he had nothing but green grass, and I think it went right through his hands, Pat. I mean, it was close. Kingfish says I need an intern for the clock.
3rd and 4. Collier's going to roll right, looks to throw under pressure from Talley. He gets away from him, pushed out of bounds just short of the first down at the 31. And that's going to bring up 4th down and short. They call it 4th and 2. Yes, I'll get it. 4th down 2, Alvarado at the Decatur 32. Your score 14-3 Alvarado with 9:07 left in your NRS second period. 2 receivers to each side, but tight. Pistol formation for the Indians. Hard count. Now Collier looks to Coach Walraven for a play call. He gets it, walks up to his line, tells him to play, and now we've got a timeout. That's going to be timeout Alvarado, your Grand Pools timeout. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
4th and 2, Alvarado from the Decatur 32. They'll play fake and throw it over the middle, and it's complete. Tackle made by Brody McClure, but it's good for the first down inside the Decatur 25. As we come back with 9:01 left in your NRS second period, this is Eagle football presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. And Alvarado making it difficult for the Eagles here on their homecoming game of 2022. They lead 14-3 on your James Wood scoreboard. 1st and 10, three receivers wide right. Now one comes in motion to the near side. They'll hand it to Bridgewater. Gets up the middle, now bounces outside. Dropped for a short gain of maybe half a yard. They may call it nothing.
Looks like about half a yard there, Pat.
I had the red zone sponsor wrong. I'm glad you just handed me this.
Well, who is it since we've been down there once?
I think this is old, actually. It's 1st and 10, Alvarado, just inside the Decatur 25-yard line. Snap is back. Collier's going to keep it up the middle. He gets around the corner to the far side. Tackle made by Gelbreth, but that's a nice gain again for Collier, and he is a good-looking athlete, the sophomore quarterback for the Indians. That's a gain of 9. Third and 1, the ball spotted at the Decatur 15. Defense really needing to stop here. Alvarado huddles. Now they break the huddle, and Collier goes under center. He'll take it, sneak it near the line to gain. Depends on the spot whether or not he's going to have this first down.
Got a pretty good push.
Indians signaling as if they have it. I have not seen a striped shirt say that yet.
Yeah, they're wanting the
Now I do. And the chains are moving. It's 1st and 10. Alvarado from the Decatur 14. Indians with a 14-3 over the Eagles on your James Wood scoreboard. They'll send 2 receivers wide to each side. As Bridgewater stands to Collier's left. Draw play to Bridgewater. He's tackled in the backfield by Wyatt Van Zant. No gain. The Vendozer.
Vendozer coming through. Junior. Where did he earn that nickname? Was it in Big Spring?
When he was a freshman? When he was a freshman, yep. They'll call that a loss of 1 on the 2nd and 11. Hand off to Sanson coming around the far side. He gets the corner and pushes his way inside the 10 down to the 8. Indians will have it 3rd down and 4 to go. 6.5 minutes left in this NRS second period. Pistol formation for the Indians. Now they shift out into an empty set. Collier goes under center. Decatur calling timeout. They didn't get it. They complete a pass here in the near side. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. The Decatur coaches were calling for timeout well before that snap was made. They didn't like the formation, tried to call timeout.
Yeah, the coaches up here to our right, but they were beating on the window, yelling, call timeout.
But that's going to be a touchdown pass for Collier to Wes Connor, and this first half is all Indians. Flag on the play as Dylan Cox is ready to attempt the extra point after the 3rd touchdown for the Indians here in the first half.
Looks like offsides on Decatur.
Yeah, Alvarado does this strange thing on their extra point where all their linemen stand up real fast and then go down with their hand on the ground. Sometimes it draws the defense offsides.
Like the old Cowboys used to do, but quicker.
So they're going to move the ball forward, and it looks like they're going to bring their offense in. After that offsides penalty. That's going to move the ball half the distance to the goal, so it'll be spotted on the 1.5-yard line. And Collier and the offense are going to come back in. Caden Ford is a wing back to the right side. Empty set for Collier. Now Ford comes in motion to the near side. The receiver comes in motion. It's Sanson. Collier's going to keep it himself, and he's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And with 6:18 left on your James Wood scoreboard, it's 22-3 Alvarado. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium for Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. The Alvarado kickoff fielded by Brody Edens. Catches it on the far side and brings it all the way across, and he's still on his feet down the sideline here on the near side into Indian territory. Fumbles the football toward the end of the play. Let's see who has it.
Looks like Alvarado thinks they've got it, Pat. And they do.
Oh, man.
You know, that was just Edens trying to make a play, and it looks like he got stripped out. Let's see if I can. I missed the replay here on the iPad, but yeah, he got it stripped out by an Alvarado player.
Just that little extra effort that he was trying to make, fighting for some extra yards. I'm sure he wanted to score. You know he did.
Oh, yeah.
Just lost control of the football, and that's going to be a first turnover of the night for the Eagles.
So right now, the only weak point that I can see with Alvarado is their kickoff return game. and they just got a fumble recovery, so
I can tell you this. I can tell you this. Their quarterback is really good, and he's a sophomore.
He definitely has some wheels.
3 receivers split wide left. Bridgewater's going to motion out of the backfield. Collier's going to keep it up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Let's see who that first man was. I think it was McClure.
I'm looking for a number.
Nope. It's Hunter Chenault. First time we've called his name tonight.
You know, the Decatur linebackers really play well. They spread the field well. Really, kind of their run stoppage is really good.
Gain of 2. They'll call it 2nd and 8 on the James Wood scoreboard. Under 6 minutes left here in the NRS second period. Snap is back to Collier. Quick pass complete on the far flats to the far side. And it looks like Decatur says there's a fumble, and they're pointing that they have possession, and they do.
They do.
I could not tell who was responsible for it or who recovered it, but it doesn't matter. The boys in blue are back on offense, and that was huge. Decatur trails 22-3, and they need to get this thing in the south end zone before halftime and get something going on offense. My goodness. Feltz comes in motion. Play fake. Escobar goes deep down the far sideline looking for Hunter Smith, and he's got it for a touchdown. 43 yards. Right. Beautiful pass by Preston and a beautiful catch by Hunter. And Decatur has punched it in for their first McLaughlin Supply touchdown of the night.
He had the defensive back beat by no steps till right at the end, and it looks like he just turned on a little bit of gas and got 2 steps in front of him and was able to make that running catch right in stride for the Eagle touchdown.
Your Decatur Tire extra point upcoming. El Dape will kick it with Haynes with the hold. Snap was off to the side. Jacob made a great catch and got the hold down. And Aldape's extra point is good. And with 5:08 left in your NRS second period, it's 22-10. Decatur finally on the board. We'll be right back after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Aldape's kickoff fielded at the 6-yard line by Bridgewater. He brings it across the far side, gets out across the 15 to the 17. Your Wise Meats scoring summary is pretty simple. On 1st and 10, Preston Escobar play fake to Landon Feltz and threw it up high and deep down the far sideline, and it was corralled by Hunter Smith in stride. And Escobar to Smith is your first touchdown of the night for Decatur. Your scoring summary brought to you by Wise Choice Meats. So 1st and 10 Alvarado, 5 minutes left now in the NRS second period. If the Eagle defense can get a stop here, that would be huge. Give them another opportunity to score before halftime. On 1st and 10, passes complete, short along the far sideline, knocked out of bounds by Gilbreth. But a gain of 8 for the Indians.
You know, maybe they just want to play on their side of the field over there, Pat. They seemed when they were going south, they played all their plays over there. Now they're going north. All the plays are on the other side.
On 2nd and 2, they'll hand it to Bridgewater. He's got the first down out across the 25 to the 28. That'll be good for an Indian first down as your clock continues to run as we head towards the end of this first half. Your score 22-10, Alvarado with the lead. Hand off Bridgewater up the middle. Gets a few yards across the 30 to the 32.
Brazil and Edmonds.
Was the Eagle player, I couldn't see who it was in the backfield real quick. Kind of diverted that play off to the right. The Eagles made a good stop there, only giving it 3 yards.
2nd and 7 for Alvarado from their own 32. 3:49 and counting on your James Wood scoreboard as we close out this NRS second period. There's your snap, play fake. Collier throws deep down the middle. It's over the head of number 16, Caden Farmer. I'm sorry, that's number 18, Preston Ross. But that pass falls incomplete. Had his man open. He just threw it a little too far. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. 3:38 left on your James Wood scoreboard before halftime. Clock is stopped after that incomplete pass, and if Decatur can get a stop here, they'll be able to get the ball back, see if they can get something pushed into the end zone or some points on the board before we go into the locker room. Decatur will get the ball coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Collier takes the snap under pressure. It's intercepted. Lando Henry.
That's Ben Dozer.
That's Lando Henry, number 38. I've got 2 flags on the ground. The first one's going to be a face mask against Alvarado. Huge interception there by Lando. Got one is going to be a face mask. Then we've got another flag on the far sideline that looks like it might be some sort of illegal block or hold. But either way, Decatur's going to have the football with plenty of time to do something here before halftime. Yep, and they're both against Alvarado. Wow. They're going to, I don't know what these penalties were.
Personal foul, face mask, and dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike?
Sideline warning.
Well, Decatur's going to have it first and goal at the Indian 6-yard line. Pistol formation, 2 receivers to the left, DuBois alone to the right. Snap is back, play fake. Escobar rolls to his right. Got a man in the end zone. It's complete! A diving catch! That is Cooper Stastny.
What a great catch.
In the end zone, laid out for that one, and has a diving catch for Decatur's second touchdown of the night.
Stastny got about 3 yards ahead of the defender. Preston Escobar had a man closing, threw it at the last second. What a great play by the Eagles.
That Decatur touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. Aldape in for the Decatur Tire extra point, which is good. And all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, still with 3:21 left in your NRS second period, it's 22-17. Alvarado with the lead. We'll be right back.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
This is Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Your Parker Properties kickoff is high, fielded at the 6-yard line by Bridgewater for the Indians. And he's going to try to bring it around the far side. He's still on his feet across the 40. Flag is down. Looks like we're going to have some sort of penalty against the Indians. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary. Decatur got the ball after a Lando Henry interception about at the 35-yard line of the Indians, and then there was tacked on a personal foul for a face mask and then a sideline warning. Well, did they penalize him for that, or was it just the face mask penalty?
I think the face mask was the penalty, and they get the sideline warning, which is the first warning. The next one would be a penalty, I believe.
So Decatur, after the enforcement of the penalty, got the ball on the 6-yard line. Preston Escobar on first and goal rolled to his right and found Cooper Stastny diving in the corner of the end zone. A circus catch by Cooper. And for that Decatur touchdown. Your scoring summary brought to you by Wise Choice Meats.
Pat, there was 2 penalties on that return. One, an illegal block, which was declined, and then a hold, which was accepted, which is going to put the Alvarado Indians all the way back to about the 8-yard line.
Well, as one-sided as it was for about a quarter and a half, Decatur crawling back into this one. If they can hold them again here.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to get some more points on the board here and then come out with the ball in the third quarter?
Collier takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Bridgewater. He's met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back.
Again, the Decatur linebackers stepping up big. The Vendoza in the mix.
No gain on the play for the Indians. They'll bring up 2nd down 10. Clock continues to run. I hear whistles. Did we have a timeout?
I am looking.
Something is happening. Oh, there's a flag. Imagine that.
Imagine also my clock being wrong.
I'm telling you just need to take it down. It's too much to ask of you to run that clock manually to keep up with the clock here in the stadium.
Yeah, it's not like,
especially
like
when
in
you're
an NFL stadium where you can just tie it into the game clock.
Especially when Tony's not here and you're doing more than usual. So we'll see.
I'll kind of keep it best I can. Just know it's not going to be right most of the time. Got a 2nd and 8 here from the Indians' 10-yard line. They got a long way to go in 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Hoping Decatur can get them a stop here, get some more points on the board to finish out the first half.
2nd and 8. Collier is going to throw it deep down the near sideline. It's up in the air and incomplete. Nice coverage there by Jacob Haynes.
Jacob Haynes right in his hip pocket the whole way. Jacob Haynes playing the right corner over here tonight.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8 on your James Wood scoreboard, and still 2:41 left here in your NRS second period. Decatur, they can get a stop right here, get the ball back. They'll have plenty of time. Try to punch it in and take the lead, Charlie.
And wouldn't that be being down 22-3? You're going to have time with the lead.
There's your snap. Collier under pressure. Throws it incomplete. Almost intercepted by the Mendoza. But Collier under pressure. I think the Eagle defense has got things figured out at this point. That's going to bring up a punting situation for the Indians.
I think the Eagles decided, we better get in this game because this is going to get out of hand. And they have stepped up here in the second half of the second quarter. Couple of 3 and outs, giving the Eagles an opportunity and a turnover, and I just lost my whole train of thought. It just evaporated.
It's a football game, Charlie. It's the Eagles against the Indians.
It's the Eagles. All right, let me reset. Okay, I'm reset now.
Feltz standing on the Indian 45-yard line to receive the punt. Snap is back. The kick's away. It's high and deep. Feltz going to catch it.
Good kick.
At the Decatur 47.
Kind of muffed it a little bit.
That was a good kick out of the end zone.
Kind of muffed it a little bit. Had to go to his knees to corral it.
So 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Decatur trails 22-17. And just a few minutes ago, it was 22-3, and things weren't looking good at all. Eagle offense takes the field in a pistol formation. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left.
I'm thinking a Palmer 53-yard run would be nice here.
Well, they hand it to him. Cuts up the middle. He gets into Indian territory. He's got a Christian Heston Parker Properties first down, I think.
About a yard short here.
Nope.
But that was a good run and a lot of traffic.
Oh, they're going to call it. Well, now we have a timeout.
It's like second and a hot dog.
What are we doing here?
Oh,
Yep, it was a Christian Heston Parker Properties first down. There's your snap on first down. They'll hand it to Palmer again. He's met and stopped at the 41-yard line of the Indians. 2:08 and counting left here in the NRS second period.
Palmer running hard. That was a hard-earned 2 yards right there. He's going to break one of these in a minute, though.
On 2nd and 8, Escobar looks to throw complete short right to Dubois. Sean gets inside the 35. We're going to have a face mask penalty as well, called on number 23, Logan Bork. Looked like he spun him around by his face mask. And that's going to, I think, move the ball 15 yards further towards the end zone.
You were right, Pat. The white hat called a personal foul face mask. A first down for the Eagles.
It wasn't hard to miss, or it would have been hard to miss. Let me say it that way. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line, and Eagles in the Case IH red zone. There's your snap. Whistles blow before the snap. There's a penalty flag. I don't know if the Eagles had everybody set or not. White hat talking to Escobar. Eagles walking in the wrong direction. Delay a game.
Didn't seem.
No.
Huh.
1:42 left before halftime. Decatur trails 22-17.
Well, if it's delay a game, they started the clock. Should be back at 1:47. The delay game wouldn't have had a clock start.
It's first down and 15. The ball's at the 25. Snap on the ground. Escobar picks it up. He completes the pass short right to Feltz. He's inside the 25 down to the 24. Short gain of 1, but Escobar did well just to be able to recover that snap on the ground and get it off as he was under pressure from the Indian defensive line.
One thing we are, Pat, is in El Dape's range.
Second down 14. Snap is back. Counter draw to Palmer. He's got room around the far side. He's inside the 15. Nate Palmer close to the 10-yard line, close to the line to gain. Let's see if he's got it. And he does. That's another Christian Heston Parker Properties first down with 1:07 left before halftime. 22-17 your score. Alvarado with the lead, but Decatur inside the Case IH red zone. Two-back set on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Palmer. He's inside the 10, and Nate Palmer is going to score. And Decatur has incredibly taken the lead in this ball game. Wow.
It didn't look very good at all, but Decatur has come alive here in the second quarter.
That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. El Dape in for the Decatur Tire extra point, and it is good. And ladies and gentlemen, your Eagles, once down 22-3 only a few minutes ago, now lead this one 24-22, 54 seconds left in the NRS second period. We'll be right back after this.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, "Go Eagles!"
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
This is Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Your scoring summary brought to you by Wise Choice Meats. A 53-yard drive after a 3-and-out by Alvarado. As the Eagles mix it up with running plays with Nate Palmer and a few passing plays from Escobar to Landon Feltz, capped it off with I believe it was a 4-yard touchdown run by Nate Palmer. That gives Decatur its first lead of the night, 24-22, with 53 seconds left before halftime.
Decatur taking a personal foul at some point after the extra point, and backs the kickoff up 15 yards, kicking off at the 25.
Parker Properties kickoff. El Dape kicks it down to the 20-yard line where Bridgewater has it. He brings it out across the 35, dropped at the 36. That tackle made by Wyatt Vinzant. And he's flexing those guns towards the Decatur sideline. Is the Vendozer.
That was with authority. I'm watching it here. He comes around from the left side and just plants number 15 for the Indians. Well, that's an interesting turn of events here in the last 10 minutes of the game.
I'm going to have to go over my notes like in great detail during halftime to be able to explain what has happened in the last few seconds. I got a shout out to my pseudo family down in Burleson, David Beto Beatles, kind of like my big brother all my life. Thanks for listening, Beto. 1st and 10 Indians. Pass over the middle by Collier, incomplete, intended for number 12, Wes Connor. That'll bring up second down and 10. 43 seconds still left here before halftime. Play fake. Collier throws it incomplete. He was looking for Sanson on that play. And it's going to be a second incompletion. And after looking unstoppable, the Indian offense all of a sudden looks like it stops itself. I don't know what's happened to them. Just a couple of bad things happened, and they're just kind of wheels are coming off a little bit for the Indian offense.
Well, they've kind of gotten away from their running game a little bit, and you don't blame them right here at the end of the half. You know, you want to stop the clock, and they've only got one timeout left. But the running game, I think, is what was giving them a lot of support in the first half. But we'll see what adjustments that they make at halftime, see if they can correct the Eagles' adjustments.
3rd and 10 Indians from their own 36. 2 receivers wide to each side. Snap is back. Collier looks to throw it. Play fake. Deep down the middle, looking for Sampson. He throws it at least 8 yards over everybody's head. I guess a safe play if you're the Indian quarterback, and that's going to bring on the punt team for Alvarado.
You know, we got 34 seconds here. Decatur has 2 timeouts. I think if you get a good return here with those 2 timeouts and the firepower that Decatur has at the running back position, I don't know if you don't make another run at least getting it down where you can try and LDOP a field goal. I think it keys off of a good return here, though, which we've shown Decatur's got a pretty good return game tonight.
Feltz back to return the punt, stands at the Decatur 24-yard line. Forward with the kick. It's low, hits at the 20, takes an Indian bounce, now stalls out at the 17. 25 seconds left. Let's see what Coach Huff has up his sleeve with 2 timeouts left and under half a minute to go here in the NRS second quarter.
I don't know. I think you hand it off and see what you get. Because, again, you've got 2 timeouts. And if you could get a big chunk here, maybe you go for it. If you don't, then you just kind of head to the locker room. And
I'd be putting it in the hands of number 7 somehow.
That's what I'd do, too. And I'd turn him to the outside. Let's see if we can get some room here.
Snap is back. They hand it to Palmer. He breaks into the secondary, runs into his own man, now hesitates, runs out of bounds at the 31 with 18 seconds left. That's going to give Decatur a little breathing room. Another Christian Heston Parker Properties first down as we close out this second quarter. Brought to you by NRS.
Why not? Let's do it again.
Or you got a big, tall receiver over there on the far side who's already caught one in Hunter Smith.
Yeah, and you got the safety way over here on the stripes. You may. Oh.
Escobar takes the snap and he's planted, sacked.
That might just.
That
do it
was
right there.
Gavin. This is going to be impossible for me to say. Pocasangre.
Pocasangre?
Yeah.
Pat, they're going to be content to let the clock run out here.
So Pocasangre was the last name I got to call as we close out the first half. But Decatur with a huge comeback in the second portion of the second quarter to take the lead 24-22. We'll be back with your halftime show after this.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Hey Wise County, Erie Co AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erie Co has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. When it comes to selling houses, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Irrigation. He's one of the hardest working guys I know. He's always in the field, he's always on the go. I wanted to stop by and just say hi to him real quick. We'll check on him.
Chase, hey. What are you doing? Hey, Casey.
It's Tuesday, 1 o'clock, what are you doing?
I'm going to play golf.
God, man, cut. I just told him how hard you work.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms may vary by situation.
Welcome back to the halftime show, brought to you by Carrillo, Sipes, and Tibbles, attorney at law. We will join the Golden Warrior Band in progress here. And Pat, let's take a listen here for a little while.
Indian fans, on your feet. It's time for your Alvarado fight song.
All right, Eagles fans, we're going to take a quick break. And just a quick reminder that this is homecoming. And so while we'll have the video on showing you all the homecoming festivities, Pat and I may throw in a few comments about the first half over the top of that. But anyway, the Golden Warrior band's about to exit the field, so we're going to take a quick break. And when we return, we'll bring you the remainder of the Carrillo Sopes Tibbles Attorneys at Law halftime show.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to halftime here. Your score at halftime is 24 for your Decatur Eagles and the Alvarado Indians 22. This game at one time in the first half was 22-3, with your Eagles rebounding in the second half of the second quarter. You got a couple of turnovers and made quick work of that, coming back 21 points here to take the lead right before halftime, and and will actually take the ball here coming into the third quarter. Pat, you got your headphones on down there?
I'm trying to jot down and figure out exactly what happened in that first half.
It was so quick. It was like, what? We've scored 3 touchdowns? How did that happen?
Let me just go through my notes here. So the game started off, Decatur kicks off to Alvarado. Aldape puts it down in the end zone. They start at their own 25, and they just had a methodical drive, 75 yards all the way down the field, and it capped off with a Cardea Collier, the quarterback. It's a little short 1-yard run for a touchdown. Extra point was good. Decatur on its first possession was 3 and out. Alvarado started after the punt on its own 22. They had a 9-play drive this time, and it was capped off by a Collier 11-yard run. Decatur started its next drive in good field position. They had a really good kickoff return from Antoine Gilbreth all the way down to the Alvarado 43-yard line. Devin James was in for, I guess it was kind of a slightly injured, he came back in, but for an injured Nate Palmer. And he had scored a touchdown that was negated by a chop block penalty that would have put Decatur on the board with its first touchdown. But after that penalty, Decatur was forced to kick a field goal. Eleazar Aldape puts it through the uprights from 43 yards out to give Decatur its first points and bring your score to 14-3. The Decatur defense forced a punt and took over on the Decatur 2 in the next possession, but went 3 and out, punted to Alvarado, who started from the Decatur 40, and with 10:17 left in the second quarter, Collier hit Wes Connor for a 12-yard TD, but it happened as the Decatur coaches were running down the sideline trying to call a timeout. They didn't like what was happening with the shift and the formation. They were trying to call a timeout. I guess the officials did not see it, and it was a Collier to Connor touchdown pass. Then on the extra point attempt, Decatur jumped off sides. They moved the ball half the distance to the goal down to the 1.5-yard line. Alvarado brings its offense back on the field, and Collier runs that one in for a 2-point conversion to bring your score to 22-3. Here's where it gets interesting. Probably halfway through the second quarter, maybe a quarter of the way or a third of the way through the second quarter.
Yep.
Decatur had a really good punt return from Brody Edens. Takes it all the way down inside Indian territory, and at the very end he fumbles it. On the very next play, Alvarado fumbles it and gives it right back to Decatur. And on 1st and 10, Decatur's first possession is when Esco dropped back and he hits Hunter Smith for 43 yards and a touchdown strike, and that brought your score to 22-10 after the Aldape extra point. Alvarado's next possession. Immediately, I think it was the first play. It was an interception. Lando Henry with the interception. He's returning it and was face masked. And after the face mask penalty, Decatur had it all of a sudden. 1st and goal from the Alvarado 8. And on 1st and goal, Esco rolled to his right, found a diving Cooper Stastny in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Alvarado, well, the extra point was good.
Yep.
Alvarado goes 3 and out again. And Decatur got the ball back with about 2.5 minutes left.
That's that little muff punt right on the 45-yard line. He muffed it a little bit.
Yes,
and then
yes.
had to fall on it.
They started at their own 47, I believe, and just kind of a methodical drive. It was capped off with a 4-yard Nate Palmer touchdown run, and Decatur kicks the extra point. And lo and behold, with a minute left before halftime, Decatur goes in the locker room with a 24-22 lead. And I mean, for a quarter and a half, I thought we were going to get run out of here.
Yeah,
I really did.
It had that feel. I mean,
Yep.
it had that feel where Decatur just was cold on both sides of the ball. But something happened in that they just decided they were ready to play some football, and here we go.
I think it's 2 big plays that turned it around. Number one was after we got the first turnover from the Indians, the fumble, the long pass for a touchdown to Hunter Smith, and that was followed right back with the Lando Henry interception and the penalty yardage that brought it down and put it down inside the 10-yard line, and I think that turned the momentum around right there.
Yeah, and I think that speaks highly of the defensive play to be able to create those 2 turnovers to give the offense a chance to kind of get this game back up level. And they did a great job with that, creating the turnovers, playing good defense. Getting that 3 and out was huge to force that punt to be able to get that second of those 3 touchdowns. But, Pat, let's talk about some game leaders here. Alvarado, Cardea Collier, he's 12 of 21 for 103 yards, rather. And he's also the leading rusher for Alvarado with 9 carries for 112 yards. And then number 15, Lance Sansom, has 5 receptions for 63 yards. Your Decatur game leaders, Preston Escobar, he's 7 of 9 passing for 65 yards. Rushing, Nate Palmers has 11 carries for 99 yards, so he's 1 yard away from another 100-yard game. I think he went over 200 last week. And then Hunter Smith is your receiving leader with 1 reception, but there was that 43-yard bomb for the touchdown. Escobar also has 2 touchdowns passing, Palmer with 1 touchdown, and then Hunter Smith with the other one, and then Stastny with that reception for the second.
That catch by Stastny in the corner of the end zone was something to see. I hope that if you go back and watch it on YouTube, that we got a good view of it, because he laid out just in the corner of the south end zone and was able to get his knees in and his feet in as he was going out of bounds. That was just a great pass and an even better catch to bring Decatur back close to tying that ball game up.
It wasn't just a little 10-yard. It was a 23-yard pass. It had a.
Was it 23 yards?
That's what's on my stat sheet.
I thought it was 8.
I may be wrong. That's what I'm just reading it off the stat sheet here. And thanks to our statistician, by the way, Buddy Kirkland.
100%.
Man, you don't know how awesome it is that we have you doing that for us. Let's talk about some defensive stuff. The Vendozer, 5.5 tackles. 5 of those solo. Brady McClure, again, leading the way with 7 tackles. All 7 of his solo. Brody Edens, 4.5. Antoine Gilbreth with 3.5. Lane Heston with 3. Jacob Haynes with 2. Cooper Stastny, 2. Lando Henry, 2. The gentleman who got that big interception. Caden Barnes, 1.5. Cade Brazil and Cade Johnson, both with a tackle each. Aldape with 1 field goal, a 43-yarder to get the Decatur's 3 points. And Jacob Haynes averaging 33.5 yards on 2 punts. Punt return stats, Decatur with 0 yards on punt returns. But the kickoff returns, Brody Edens has 2 attempts for 82 yards, averaging 41, and Antoine Gilbreth with 46. So let's we're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll come back. We've got us a guest here we're going to talk to all the way from Lubbock, Texas. And so we'll be right back.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is RyanRealtyTX.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Are we going on? Am I on? Can my dad hear me? Hi, Dad. I'm Jaylee Matthews, Rob Matthews' daughter. Rob Matthews is the owner of Lone Star Sports Radio, and I go to Tarleton. I'm a 400-meter hurdler and discus, javelin, and hammer thrower.
I'm Luke Mosley. I go to Lubbock Christian University. I do the 800 and the 400.
Our goal is for you to bring
Yes.
to be an architect or an interior designer. DHS would remain special to Cynthia
Yes.
because the people who fill it with fun and
I am.
supportive events. She would like to thank her family for
Oh, yes. I'm from Decatur, Texas. I graduated in 2020.
Congratulations and good luck.
Yes, saucy.
2022.
Also tonight, we'd like to thank
Stephenville,
the
Texas.
Chalet, a jury,
Yes,
for
sir.
donating the Homecoming's
Only-
King's Crown and Homecoming Queen's Tiara.
I
We'd also
did.
like to
Well, I moved
recognize
from
and thank Robert
Lubbock
Scout
area
Company for
sophomore
donating
year.
tonight's flowers and
Seminole,
sweet
Texas.
tea
I have a couple of teammates from Seminole as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you
Who
for
is
your
it?
support.
Haley Davis.
Oh, I know Haley.
Tonight's Homecoming
Yeah.
King and Queen will be crowned by last year's winning.
Man, this is my first game back since high school, and I came in and it was 22-0, and then I went to the bathroom. We scored 3 touchdowns. Crazy.
You got me?
I got you, Pat.
You want to get student section cheering here in a second, like we did that one time? Oh shoot, they're about to announce.
Homecoming King is Calvin Antonio.
Which one is that?
The orange suit dude.
Oh, y'all announced the king at the game? We do ours at the pep rally. And then the queen on the court.
That is some crown.
The 2022
That is a nice
High School
tux.
Homecoming Queen is Cynthia Reyes.
I know that name. I know Reyes. Wait, actually, I do know Cynthia Reyes. Okay. She's in my sister's grade. Yeah, and shout out to Caroline Mosley. She's a senior.
That's a pretty crown.
She is. I think she's been looking at A&M. I think she's going to follow her friend. Her friend's a cheerleader.
We're going to be able to get the camera on this interview?
Morgan Goss.
Yeah, I can go do it real
All right.
quick.
Let's see if I can find him.
Okay.
All right, Pat, I'm here with you now.
You got me?
Yeah, there's kind of a little wheels off halftime show, but it's homecoming. Luke's still
What's up,
with me.
brother?
Luke's still with me. Luke, so tell me, you know how much I love Lubbock, Texas. Since,
Oh, yeah.
I lived out there when I was at Texas Tech. And so tell me, what do you think about Lubbock?
I love Lubbock. My first year there, I met so many people, and it's like it's a big but small town.
Yeah.
It's not every time you meet somebody, you're destined to see them again.
And the thing about Lubbock that I loved, and I think Pat can he knows about this going to Abilene ACU, the town kind of revolves around Tech, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, and Lubbock Christian, but
Yes.
certainly Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's kind of the main school out there. But Lubbock Christian's making a lot of headway out there. You've had some Decatur stars out there with Hicks.
We have.
Hey, I got Coach coming right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, we got here's a
Quick comments from Coach Huff. Coach, tale of two quarters there. Fell behind in the first quarter and able to capitalize on a couple of Indian turnovers. What did you tell the boys in the locker room?
Well, it's momentum. It swung heavy. And I kept telling them on the sideline during that first little onslaught, I said, just keep chopping wood, stay in there, be confident. And so it swung back around. Now we got to see if we can, take the momentum and go with it now.
Looked like the defense was able to corral the quarterback there for the Indians Collier. Was there anything that you did differently after a little bit? Any adjustments that you made?
I don't think so. I think we started to make some open field tackles. He's slippery. He's a good player. So we're going to do that second half.
Best of luck to you. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks to Coach Huff. He's always he's not like the Spurs coach where you get the one-line answers.
Very accommodating.
He is accommodating. And
So let's see here if I can go there to the student section. Oh, wait. We've got Jason Reed here.
Oh,
Jason
no.
Reed on the field with the homecoming court. How you doing there, buddy?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing good. Looking sharp, man. Hi, Kaya.
So Kaya Reed, one of the homecoming court. It's Jason's daughter. She's a senior this year, I believe, or junior.
Mr. Lackey down here. You got anything to say?
All right, go Eagles.
What'd you think about that first half?
I love the second quarter.
The second half of the second quarter.
Exactly. We need to keep that up. Guys are playing hard. It's gonna be a good second half.
100%. Thanks.
Mr. Lackey, for those of y'all listening, is the high school principal here.
You want to say
at
something?
Decatur.
I don't know.
Well, Pat,
how the cheerleaders doing?
Pat's
And fantastic.
Lana Kaufman here with the cheerleader report. No problems, no drama.
No problems, no drama. They're amazing.
All right.
So far, so good.
Thanks for the report.
So Atlanta is also the principal at Young Elementary here in Decatur.
I'm headed back up.
Taking on the daunting task of being the cheerleader coach. So, Luke, continuing on with our Lubbock discussion, what's your favorite restaurant out there? I know I've got mine.
Oh, man. They have this taco joint out there called the Raspados.
Uh-huh.
And it's amazing. It's homemade tacos, and they got these homemade juices. I go there almost every weekend.
Awesome. I know my favorite is still there, but Spanky's.
Oh, yes. That's a go hard.
Yeah. That's one of those things where, after a long night of doing the things that we did out there, you can't do that because you're a track star. So
you already know, yes.
But we would spend many a morning at Spanky's trying to recover from the night previous.
Yes, the recovery spot for us was the Pancake
Charlie, you got me?
I got you.
You got me, Charlie?
I got you. We're going back to the game.
I'm literally in a sea of Eagle fans down here. It is so crowded.
It looks like the Eagles take the fair catch, and we'll start on the 25-yard line with the first drive of the third quarter. Eagles taking the lead late in the second half, or in the first half, rather.
I feel like I'm on 635 in North Dallas right now.
Where are you, Pat?
I'm down here just stuck in traffic.
Okay, I see him.
I can call it 10 Eagles from their own 25. Two-back set for Escobar. Snap on 1st and 10. Handoff Palmer coming to the near side, looking for the edge. Stretched out. Little skip cut right there. Gets all the way out across the 30 to the 34, gaining 9.
Coach Huff was talking about how slippery the quarterback for Alvarado was, but I think the slipperiest on the field has got to be Nate Palmer.
Second down.
Oh,
he
man.
has got a quick lateral step, and love watching him run in the open field. Again with the two-back set, Eagles from the 34. Esco drops the pass. Pass is complete to number 13 for Decatur.
Hunter Smith all the way out to midfield.
Hunter Smith on a 16-yard reception. Ball at the 50-yard line. Luke, thank you so much for coming up at halftime and visiting with us, man.
Of course.
And good luck out there in Lubbock, Texas. Tell your family I said hello.
Will do. Thanks for having me.
It's Ron and Diane Mosley, class of 88. Here we go, Pat. Here we go. Number 5 for the Eagles on a 50-yard scamper for a touchdown, Devin James. Wow, Pat, you missed it.
I saw it. I just didn't have my headset on yet.
You didn't have your headset on, and you were like, Devin James.
I was trying to tell you who it was.
Devin James. So Devin James for 50 yards, and that's the way you start the second quarter, Pat.
Third quarter.
Second half, Pat.
Third quarter brought to you by the shops at Decatur.
I'm too excited to know what I'm doing.
That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply, and the Decatur Tire extra point is good. Nope. Oh, yeah, it is good. So with 11:03 left in your third quarter, Decatur extends its lead to 31-22 on the James Wood scoreboard. We'll be right back after these messages.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, "Go Eagles!"
Eagle Football and Decatur Sports Network presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Your Parker Properties kickoff. It's going to be a fake reverse by Bridgewater, trying to get around the far side. And he gets outside, across the 25, all the way to the 30, and looks like flags are going to fly, and it's probably going to be a hit out of bounds against the Eagles. But
multiple flags flying there at the end of that one.
Eagles coming out firing after halftime. Your Wise Choice Meat scoring summary. A 3-play drive that only took 57 seconds. It started with a Nate Palmer run for 11 and then a pass all the way out to midfield from Escobar to Hunter Smith, and Devin James capped it off with a 50-yard touchdown run. And that puts Decatur on top of this one by 9. Your score 31-22. 10:56 left here in the.
So 28 touchdowns in the span of about 6 minutes of game time.
Yes.
For the Eagles.
Not 28 touchdowns.
28 points, rather. I still don't know what I'm doing.
28 touchdowns.
28 touchdowns for the Eagles. They're winning by a million.
I'd need an abacus to calculate.
That was what we had a sideline reporter once that his prediction was
a million.
Decatur by a million.
Yeah, that was Huddy.
Huddy Hudson.
After the penalty, Alvarado is going to start its first drive of this third quarter from its own 36. 1st and 10. Passes complete on the far side. Good for a first down. That was to number 18, Preston Ross, defended by Gilbreth.
Hey, I got a check-in, Pat. You will never guess who just checked in with us.
Who's that?
Scoop.
Did he really?
He did. He checked in here on the
Old
cell.
Scoop.
So shout out to Scoop. How's things going in TCU land?
They would have marked that short of the first down by a yard. On 2nd and 1, they're going to run the same play, same result. Passes complete inside Decatur territory down to the 48, and that is good for the Indian first down.
You know, Scoop is one of those class of 2020. Obviously my favorite class in the recent years because my son graduated in 2020. Your son graduated in 2020. But Scoop, Marcus Simmelman, is a TCU Horned Frog.
Yes, he is.
He gave us 3 years of great service being our sideline reporter. Man, I miss me some Scoop Simmelman.
1st and 10 Indians from their Decatur 49. They're in a pistol formation with a stacked receiver set to the far side and one receiver all alone here to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Handoff Bridgewater. Met at the line of scrimmage by Lando Henry and brought down for no gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Indians.
Lando Henry gets great penetration into the backfield for make a good stop for no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Collier looks to his sideline for a play call. Now his tight end Ford will shuffle from the right side to the left side. Now he goes back to where he was, but he'll back up as a wing on the right. Play fake. Pass is tipped. Brody Edens in the backfield. Batted it down. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Indians. I'll tell you what. I was talking to Coach Huff, and the momentum in this game completely changed when the Decatur got the 2 turnovers, the fumble and the interception, and capitalized on both of those in consecutive Alvarado possessions late in the second quarter.
Yep.
Hard count by the Indians. There's your snap. Collier looks left, going deep down the middle, looking for Sanson, and he's got him. Oh, he dropped it. He was a step behind Brody McClure or 2, and if he'd have been able to reel it in, that would have been 6 points for the Indians, and it just went right through his hands.
And he is hanging his head low as he goes off the field. He knows that was one that he will not want to watch on film tomorrow morning because it hit him right in the hands. In stride. But he got 6 points back.
4th and 10, and Alvarado indicates that they're going to go for it with the ball at the Decatur 49. Now Collier backs up. He's going to kick it. Nobody deep. Again, that's the plan there. Gilbreth is chasing it down. He gets it at the 6-yard line. He's going to be able to bring it out across the 10 at least. Buys Decatur about 4 or 5 more yards of field position. And they'll start this drive at their own 12.
I'm impressed with Antoine's speed. Earlier in the game, him running down from his cornerback position all the way across the field to run down that breakaway pass early in the first quarter, and then his ability to get back and field that ball. Just really impressive young kid.
And off Palmer on 1st and 10. He weaves his way through the line of scrimmage and gets across the 15 out to the 17-yard line, gain of 5.
kind of brought down by the helmet.
Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. 8:30 and counting here in the third quarter, brought to you by the shop in Decatur. Decatur stays with the two-back set with James and Palmer. 2 receivers wide left, and DuBois is alone here to the near side. Escobar fakes it to James. He keeps it. He's into the secondary, still on his feet. Preston Escobar all the way out across the Decatur 40-yard line, and that's going to be a Krisha Heston, Parker Properties first down. And once the momentum changed in this sucker, Charlie, it's staying changed, I believe.
It did. Caden Ford coming over from the free safety position. He was the last man that had a chance to bring down Esco, or that would have been another 6 points.
Handoff James trying to get around the near side. Cuts it up at the 40. Gets it out to the 44. Gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles.
Brought down by a pack of Indians. Is that what you call a bunch of Indians?
Tribe.
The tribe.
You are hurting this.
Man, I have other things on my mind. If
you showed up in a fog.
If you've heard my story, you know what's going on.
Handoff Palmer on 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner on the near side. Gets a little bit of room. Hit out of bounds. No flag. Now there's one. Now there's one. Runs out of bounds at the 48, but I think we're going to have a personal foul on the Indians.
Line judge getting a little help from the Decatur coaches and the Decatur players and the Decatur stands about throwing that flag. It is called a late hit out of bounds, the 15-yard variety, and will be first down for the Eagles.
Is there a non-15-yard variety of a late hit out of bounds?
No.
With the penalty.
15-yard penalty, the 15-yard variety.
With that 15-yard variety, it's going to be another Krisha Heston and Parker Properties first down. And it's 1st and 10 as Esco drops back. He's going deep down the sideline looking for Palmer. Over his head just by about a foot. Had Palmer on a wheel route out of the backfield. Inside the 10. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Decatur. Again, your score 31-22. Decatur on top. 7:17 left in the third quarter. Brought to you by the shop in Decatur. Two-back set. Esco hands it to James. Coming up the middle. He's got room into the secondary. He's across the 30, across the 25, down to the 24. And that's another Krisha Heston. Parker Properties first down for the Eagles. And off to Palmer around the near side. He's inside the 15, pushes his way down to the 12, and this Eagle offense is rolling.
Palmer just rattling off chunks of yards. Looking for another 200-yard game, Pat.
Eagles now in the Case IH red zone as they hand it off to Devin James, and he's around the corner inside the 10. I believe he's inside the 5. He may have another Eagle first down. Let's see.
He does. They're signaling first.
Yep, that's another Krisha Heston Parker Properties first down. This one inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal Decatur from the Indian 3-yard line. Esco takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. Did he get across? And he does. Esco with a 3-yard run, and this thing has turned into all Decatur. It was all Indians for about a quarter and a half, and it is all Decatur now, still with 6:15 left in this third period.
Decatur with 5 unanswered touchdowns in the span of about
You're right.
10 minutes of playing time.
At one point in time, the score was 22-3, wasn't it?
It was, with about 7 or 8 minutes left to go in the first half.
That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. Eleazar Aldape in for the Decatur Tire extra point, which is good. And with 6:15 left in your third quarter, brought to you by the shop in Decatur, it's 38-22 Eagles. We'll be right back.
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Aldape kicks off. The Parker Properties kickoff is going to be fielded at the 3-yard line by Bridgewater. He'll bring it out across the 10, cuts up the middle, stop. Well, he's still on his feet, breaks out on the near side. He's across the 35, across the 40, all the way out to the 49-yard line. Nice return there by number 14, Jaden Bridgewater of the Indians. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary. That drive was 9-play drive mixed up with runs from Palmer, Escobar, Janes, and it was finally capped off with a 3-yard run by Preston Escobar to put Decatur on top 38-22. That's your scoring summary, brought to you by Wise Choice Meats.
So Scoop texts me back. He said he's going to come back for a special appearance sometime. So whenever you want to come on, Scoop.
On 1st and 10, Collier handed to Bridgewater. He gets the corner on the far side, turns it up, has an Indian first down inside the Decatur 40 to the 39.
Run down from behind.
Couldn't see who that was.
That was Ethan Talley.
1st and 10, Collier handed to Bridgewater again. He's got trouble behind the line of scrimmage, and he's smacked. I believe that was Gilbreth and Talley together. And they're going to drop him for a loss on the far sideline of 2, maybe 3. Bring up 2nd down and 13 for the Indians. Again, your score 38-22 Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard. 2 receivers wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. There's your snap, play fake. Collier looks to throw it. He's going deep down the far side. He's got a man, but he overthrows him by at least 6 yards. That was Sanson again.
That's at least 4 overthrows by 6 to 8 yards.
Yeah.
Of guys that are open, by the way, guys that have steps on the defender.
That was Sanson again. He last drive had one in his hands for a touchdown and dropped it. That one wasn't anywhere near his hands. Collier, the quarterback for the Indians, speedy little guy, shifty, but he's just a sophomore. And some of his passing accuracy is one of the things that he'll need to improve on over the next couple of years. He's going to throw it again on 3rd and 13. This one's broken up by Gilbreth. They tried to go short on the far side to Preston Ross. Antoine had seen that play one too many times.
I think if Gilbreth would have had 2 more steps, we'd still be watching him running.
So 4th down, 13. Indians leave their offense on the field as they have several times tonight. This time they will snap it and go for it. Collier steps up in the pocket, throws it deep down the far sideline. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. Just another ball that's just slightly overthrown. But I think now there's a flag. Collier getting up off the ground. Are we going to have a roughing the passer?
I think so.
Penalty? Are you kidding me? Oh.
I think that's what we're going to be dealing with.
I'm going to look at it here on a replay. It looked totally clean to me.
I think the crowd here in Decatur agrees with you.
I mean, I looked at it on the replay. I don't know who the defender was. I think I heard somebody say Talley, but they just hit the quarterback not high, not with their helmet, right when he was releasing the ball. But after the penalty, Alvarado's going to have it inside the Decatur 30, 1st and 10. Bridgewater motions out of the backfield. Collier's going to keep it himself. He's got people chasing him, and he's run out of bounds for a loss all the way back to the 30-yard line. And that Decatur defense has come alive.
They have, man. Both those linebackers coming up through the line to force him to the outside, and then Antoine just finishing up the deal, just having him run out of bounds. Nowhere to go.
Caden Barnes checks in for Lando Henry, playing inside linebacker. 2nd and 13. Collier's going to throw it. He's going to throw it even further past any other player on the field this time. I mean, as good as he looked for 3 possessions and as good as the Indians' offense looked for 3 possessions, they have completely fallen apart. They just don't even look like the same team. So 3rd and 13, Alvarado, 5:15 left here in the 3rd period, brought to you by the Shop in Decatur, and we're going to have a timeout. It's called by Alvarado. Grand Pool's timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back after this.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, "Go Eagles!"
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
On 3rd down and 13, the Indians will try a reverse pass, and it falls incomplete. It was a reverse to number 12, Wes Connor. He was looking for Caden Farmer on the far side, inside the Decatur 10, but overthrown. That's going to bring up 4th down and 13 for the Indians.
And I would expect them to go for it again, especially here on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, down 16, they're going to have to. And they do. Collier's going to throw it to nobody. I think he was looking for number 16, Caden Farmer. He was the nearest person in the area, but that's going to be a turnover on downs by the Indians, and Decatur's going to take over. I expect I was going to say I expect
a lot of Nate Palmer.
That's what I was going to say, but I think we'll mix it up. We're still going to try to – I think we'll change our offense at all yet.
A lot of the
mix
James,
of run and pass.
James and Palmer.
2-back set, like you called for there, Charlie, on 1st and 10 from the Decatur 35. Handoff James coming around the far side, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. On 2nd and 10, Escobar will fake it to Palmer, keeps it himself, bounces outside around the far corner, and has the 1st down across the 40 to the spotted at the 42-yard line, and that'll be another Christian Heston Parker Properties 1st down for the Eagles.
They fake it off the right tackle, moving the linebackers and the defensive line to the right, and then cuts it back to the left. It's a good play.
Handoff Palmer up the middle. Now he bounces to the outside, trying to get the corner. Nothing there. Does well just to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he does. Actually gains 1 yard. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they're going to spot it at the 44, actually. Gain of 2.
Indians do a good job boxing up the middle there, forcing him to the outside, letting the outside linebacker and cornerback clean it up.
There's your snap. Escobar completes a pass short to the far side to Feltz, but he's going to be brought down immediately, and that's going to result in a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 9 Decatur from their own 43. Again, your score 38-22 Decatur with the lead on your James Wood scoreboard here at Eagle Stadium. 3:36 and counting left in this third period, brought to you by the Shop in Decatur. James motions out of the backfield on 3rd and 9. Pass is complete. Oh, dropped. It's complete for the first down for half a second and then dropped by Carter Riggins. I think he was too wide open.
He was too wide open.
My grandfather would say it hit him in a bad spot, right in the breadbasket.
That's another play tomorrow at film that the receiver will be slinking down in his chair. Like, oh, that's one I wish I'd had. Probably been a little short of the first down. But
I think he was right on the sticks. And there wasn't anyone around him at all.
No, he would have got the first down. That's
Jacob Haynes into punt. This one's high. Hits. I think it hit an Indian player in the back, and Decatur has it at the 30-yard line. I think it hit number 6, Camden Brown, right in the back as he was running downfield. Bounced back the other direction, and I think it was recovered there by Hunter Wingert, I believe.
Yeah, that's when you're. If it's going to be short like that, the guy back there for the taking it has to talk to his blockers coming back. Because if you don't, that's what can happen. It's a good break for the Eagles. Up 38-22. 35 unanswered points.
Unbelievable.
And in prime spot to get 7 more here on their on the Indians' 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Two-back set for Decatur. Ball spotted at the right hash. Snap is back. Handoff Palmer. He bounces to the outside, gets the corner, pushes his way inside the 20, down to the 19. That's going to put Decatur inside the Case IH red zone. Oh, man.
But for the hold.
Didn't see that. So after the holding penalty, they'll spot the ball at the 39-yard line. And Decatur will have it there 1st and 19. I tell you, this place is packed, by the way. There is no room. It's busting at the seams.
Oh, yeah, you could lurk too deep all the way down the fence line.
Escobar takes the snap. It's a draw play to James. Makes 3 people miss, gets inside the 25. Short little run, gain of 4, but, man, what a nice run there by Devin James.
Brought down by Johnson. 2nd down.
Yeah, on the way up from the halftime interview, it was I felt like I was back in 1987 in a club at Deep Ellum. Play fake on 2nd and 14. Escobar goes deep down the middle. And that one's complete to number 82, Luke White, for a 36-yard touchdown. And once again, this Decatur offense looking unstoppable.
Luke White, a junior Decatur Eagle. And good for him. Is that his first touchdown of the year?
I believe so. I saw that number 82, and I thought it was Luke White, but I had to glance over here at my roster just to make sure I was correct on that. And it was that touchdown again, brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. And the Decatur Tire extra point by El Dape is good. And ladies and gentlemen, this is turning into a rout. It is 45-22. Decatur with the lead on the James Wood scoreboard. 2:32 left in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at airyhvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
This is Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as Decatur lines up for the Parker Properties kickoff following the 36-yard touchdown strike from Preston Escobar to Luke White. That'll be your scoring summary, brought to you by Wise Choice Meats. Aldape's kickoff is high and deep, fielded at the 5-yard line. They'll reverse it, and that's not going to work. And, well, yeah, it is. Man still on his feet out across the 10. That's number 6, Camden Brown. I thought they had him bottled up at about the 4-yard line, and he was able to escape and get around the corner on the far side.
Looking at the replay here, they did. There was 3 Eagles right there on him. And he busted loose and slithered out of that. Picked up another 10, 12 yards after that.
Still 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the third period. Brought to you by the Shop in Decatur. Your score 45-22. Eagles with the lead.
Preston up away after this play.
Pass short to the near side. It was complete to Swanson, but it was he had to go to his knees to catch it. He'll be down for a loss of 1.
Pat Escobar, 10 of 14 on the day, 119 yards, 3 touchdowns. Nate Palmer has gone over 100 yards. He's at 133 on 15 carries. And Hunter Smith leading the way for Decatur receptions, 2 for 61 yards and 1 touchdown.
Second and 12 for the Indians. Handoff Bridgewater. He's up the middle. Slung down by Ethan Talley for a short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Decatur's defense really looking good from the second part of that second quarter.
Everybody, sorry, Ben.
Let's go ahead.
Everybody's well, let's get this play off first. Collier gets a call from his sideline. On 3rd and 9. Now we got whistles and motion. That'll back the Indians up. It's a legal procedure. What I was going to say is, as worried as I was for about a quarter and a half that Decatur was going to take it on the chin when we were down 22-3, and everybody across the state was going to be watching and listening, and it was going to be a big statement against Decatur. We are making a statement, my friend, with 1:05 left in this third quarter, with 42 unanswered points by the Eagles since midway through the second period. There's your snap on 3rd and 14. Collier looks to throw it. It's going deep down the middle, and this one, oh my goodness. It was almost, it hit Brody McClure right in the hands at the 43-yard line, and he is going to stay awake tonight thinking about that one.
And he had a lot of green grass, Pat.
Oh my gosh. He won't. He probably won't get too many interception opportunities that are easier than that one.
No.
Right in the middle of the field, too.
That's like taking practice with the ball machine. It hits you right where you, right in the hands, right about helmet high.
So the Indians are going to have to punt. Landon Phelps stands at the 50-yard line, right in the middle of the D logo. There's the snap. Punt is low, hits at the 50. Takes an Indian bounce, and Phelps is going to let it roll inside the 30 down to the 28, where Decatur will start.
It's probably a good idea to not try to field that. He had an Indian bearing down on him, and if he'd have tried to get that, he'd have been on top of real quick.
So with 37 seconds left in this third quarter, the Eagles will start 1st and 10. They'll spot it at the 28-yard line. 2 receivers wide right, which is the near side. Pistol formation, handoff Palmer. He's met in the backfield, and He's going to be dropped for a loss. Loss of 3 all the way back to the 25.
The one thing about this Decatur team is their fitness level is really high.
I thought about that a minute ago.
And so they're going to be a fourth and third quarter team all year, I believe. But I think this is where they're going to start wearing this team down even further. And they're just going to hit. Now we can just run the ball, run the clock out. But let's just third quarter just ended, Pat. Let's take a break.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
This is Decatur Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as we start the Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter with Decatur with a big lead, 45-22 on your James Wood scoreboard. 2nd and 13, pitch out to Palmer. He gets through the line of scrimmage and he breaks into the secondary, into Indian territory, all the way inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Wow, what a run by Nate Palmer. Tight bunch formation to the left on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Palmer again. He bounces out to the outside on the far side, runs out of bounds just inside the 35-yard line for a short gain of 3. Got a few finals from scores around the area, Charlie. Glenrose taking down Springtown 28-14. That one is a final. We'll get to some more here in just a second. It's 2nd and 7. Another pitch to Palmer, up the middle. Evades a few defenders across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. That's going to be another Krisha Heston Parker Properties first down for Decatur. And we have had a lot of those in the last
this is what we're talking about with Decatur's level of fitness in the fourth quarter finish. I mean, Palmer's just getting chunk after chunk after chunk of running plays. If he's not pushing 200 yards right now, and I'm going to look here in just a second, I would be shocked.
1st and 10, they'll hand it to James this time. He bounces around the corner on the far side. He's inside the 21, down to the 20, and into the Case IH red zone.
Kingfish made a good observation. He sent it to me by text. He said they started making the small plays all the time, and you just play to the best of your ability, making those small adjustments to not make mistakes and good positional. That's what team sports are. It's an individual play. Players don't get that. Team sports is all about the small things.
Play fake to James on 2nd and 6. Escobar rolls to his left, throws toward the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown by Landon Phelps.
Just like that.
And it's another McLaughlin Supply touchdown for the Eagles with 10:20 left here in the final period. Oh my gosh, there's a penalty. Are you kidding me? Illegal man downfield.
Well,
it was a pretty play, though.
It was a pretty play, and Esco had to roll out. And sometimes when you roll out on busted plays, if a lineman, thinks, okay, he's about to take off running, they'll take off downfield and try to find a man to block.
believe it was Hunter Wingert, because he was over here at the 30-yard line having a private conversation in front of the entire crowd, though, with Coach Huff.
Well, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
So they'll back it up 5. It'll be 2nd and 11. Ball spotted now at the 25-yard line. Pistol formation. Handoff James. Inside the 25, down to the 22. Short gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Looking for Palmer on the sideline. I would imagine he's probably done. He's got his helmet off, standing at the 35-yard line. Doesn't look like he's going to be going back in, and I think that's probably a good move.
Is he working on his helmet? Or you think
yeah, he's just wiping it off with a towel. I'll call it 3rd and 8 on the James Wood scoreboard for the Eagles. There's your snap. Pitch play to James. He barrels his way inside the 15-yard line. I think that's going to be an Eagle first. Yep, it's moving the chains, and that's another. Well, now they're going to pull the chains back. What are we doing? They're going to spot him a yard short. So it's going to be 4th and 1. Coach Huff going to go for it. Decatur looks to the sideline for some signals. Now everybody heads to the line of scrimmage. Tight bunch formation of receivers to the left. There's your snap. Pitch back to James. He's inside the 10. He's got the first down. They'll mark him down at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal Decatur. They're inside the Case IH red zone once again, and that's another Krisha Heston, Parker Properties first down. It's almost kind of like, who's it going to be this time? You know, who's it going to be for the Eagles that scores? You just feel it coming.
It's coming.
8:50 and counting on your James Wood scoreboard. Left here in the Prime West Mortgage 4th quarter. Pistol formation with James behind Escobar. They'll hand it to James. He makes a move up the middle, and he's into the end zone for an 8-yard touchdown run. Nice little run there by Devin James. And, I mean, Nate Palmer is what he is, but Devin James is a good running back.
He is a good running back. He's got that kind of that same little lateral step that Palmer has.
So yet another McLaughlin Supply Eagle touchdown. They'll bring your score to 51-22 with 8:33 left on your clock. Decatur Tire extra point is good. And your score is 52-22 Decatur. We'll be right back with more Eagle football after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation. Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium. This is Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. That scoring summary brought to you by Wise Choice Meats. It was an 8-play drive by the Eagles that took 4 minutes. They started at their own 28. One of the significant plays during the drive was a 25-yard running play by Nate Palmer, and it was capped off with an 8-yard touchdown run by Devin James. Your Parker Properties kickoff, fielded by the Indians and brought down at the 20-yard line.
You know, that kickoff, it didn't seem like they could get anything developed. The Indians couldn't on that kickoff, and he just kind of wandered up there and didn't seem like much want to in that.
Well, I was looking down at my notes as the kickoff was happening. It seemed like it might have had some hang time to it. Did it?
It had a little bit of hang time, but it wasn't normal. The normal El Dape kickoff was a little short, relatively speaking. Speaking of El Dape's excellence in his kickoffs.
1st and 10 Indians from their own 20. They'll hand it off to number 13, Logan McDaniel. He'll be dropped for no gain right at the 20-yard line. I would think both teams may be starting to let some other kids get in there here in a second, I would think. Right now, all the defensive starters in for the Eagles, and apparently all starters in for the Indians on 2nd and 10. Clock still running, 7:50 left in your Prime Mortgage 4th quarter. Snap is back, handoff Bridgewater. He breaks into the Decatur secondary, still on his feet. Nice little run of about 8 yards by Jaden Bridgewater.
Brought down by number 58, Hunter Chenault.
Indians will have it 3rd and 2. Again, trailing the Eagles big by 30 points, 52-20 on your James Woods scoreboard. 2 receivers wide to each side. Now one comes in motion to the near side. They'll hand it to him. It's Swanson. He cuts up, flag on the play. He's got the first down, but let's see what those yellow flags are. They are in the area of holding. Yep, that's what it is. So that's going to negate it. Alvarado first down.
We're going to make it 3rd down and 10.
So we're the Eagles are now, they've rattled off 49 unanswered points in basically two quarters.
Yes.
Because it was 22-3 about midway through the 2nd quarter.
Yep. Yep.
3rd down and 9, 2 receivers wide to each side for the Indians. Ball spotted at the Indian 21. Collier's going to throw it. Steps up in the pocket, throws it across the middle. It's complete. Great catch. Met and hit hard by Cade Brazil, but the receiver Swanson able to hold on to it.
He had to know Brazil was coming. And you're right, that was a great catch and to hang on to that ball because he was hit hard when he caught the ball almost the instant he caught it.
1st and 10 Indians from their own 30. Under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Pass to the far side, incomplete. Looking for Swanson. In and out of his hands. Pushed to the ground there by Brody Edens to top it off. Some of these other scores here, Charlie. I've already said Springtown loses tonight to Glenrose 28-14. The Bushland Falcons, I talked about their game against Dumas. Dumas falls 38-20 to the 3A Bushland Falcons. 1st and 10 Indians. I'm sorry, it was 2nd and 10 Indians, and it's a pass here to the near side, which is incomplete, and I'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Wichita Falls High 34-7 over Iowa Park. That's a final. Mineral Wells getting hammered by Graham 59-14. That was late in the 4th quarter. Burke Burnett leading Vernon 35-20. That's also late in your 4th quarter. Chico hammered by the Celeste Blue Devils 43-8 on 3rd and 10. Collier's going to roll right, throw right, complete. That's the number 13, Logan McDaniel. They're going to spot it about a foot shy of the first down, I believe. Nope, they're going to move the sticks. That's going to keep this Indian drive alive. With 1st and 10 at the Indian 40. Brock leads Boyd 34-6 with 1 minute left in that ball game. We've got whistles. Do we have a timeout?
Looks like it.
Sort of like a semi-timeout.
Well, it looks like we have a conference.
Like the officials are conferring, but like there's all the trainers are out on the field for Decatur, and Alvarado's just standing there lined up in their offensive set. So I don't know what's going on. switching out footballs, number 1.
So let's see here.
1st and 10 Indians from their own 40. 2 receivers wide to each side. There's a snap. Collier's going to keep it. He's around the far side. Trips. He just, tripped over nothing.
Tripped over the hash mark.
Yeah.
So those of y'all that listen to this every week know that me and Tony hate the Abilene Wiley Bulldogs. So unfortunately, they're winning right now. 54-49 over the San Angelo Central Bobcats. 4th quarter, 149 left to go. Come on, San Angelo Central.
2nd and 11 Indians from their own 39. 2 receivers wide to each side. Under 6 minutes left here in the Prime West Mortgage 4th quarter. Collier rolls left, throws it complete on the far side, but for very little gain. One-handed catch there by Swanson. I got an interesting one for you. There's been a lot of talk about Bridgeport, and I've had a lot of conversations with some of my Bridgeport buddies, Kyle Parker in particular, about Bridgeport having this big fancy offense and their winning record. Hold on, 3rd and 11. We'll call this play, and I'll get back to the point I'm going to make. 5:32 left here in your Prime West Mortgage 4th quarter. Decatur leads 52-22 with 49 unanswered by the Eagles. On 3rd and 11, Collier throws it across the middle, and that is, I believe it's intercepted.
No, I have a referee, the back judge is pointing to the ground, patted the ground.
Jake Hayes thinks he had it. I thought he had it too, but they're going to call it incomplete and force him to punt. But, Bridgeport scored 60 against so-and-so, and I looked at the strength of schedule on Max Preps, and they had the easiest strength of schedule in the top 60 teams in 4A Division II. Hold on one second. Let's get this play in. It's 4th down and 11. Collier's still in at quarterback. I would think he'd back up and punt it, and he does. Decatur with nobody deep. There's the punt. It's going to hit and roll and get just down inside the Decatur 20. But tonight, Bridgeport played a good team, Aubrey, and they are smoked. 52-7, still in the 3rd quarter.
Aubrey 52, Bridgeport 7?
Yes. So,
okay.
Point made.
Point made.
Not that we don't like Bridgeport, but we do have a little rivalry with them. So
we do.
Whenever we get a chance to make that kind of point, we make it, right, Charlie?
That's right, because, whenever they chickened out and quit playing the Battle of Big Sandy.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was an L on their schedule every year for in the near past. So, but changing gears a little bit, Pat, Dad, if you're listening, you're Jayton Jaybirds over Silverton Owls, 34-27.
Landon Phelps now in quarterback for the Eagles.
Quarterback change for the Eagles. They're going to give Landon Phelps a shot as the time is ticking down in this one. They're going to hand it to James, and he's out across the 25 to the 27.
Brought down by Lopez. First down, Eagles.
So Christian Heston Parker Properties first down, and Decatur will have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Under 5 minutes left in this one. Decatur with a big lead, and we've got some guys coming in and out. I'm trying to get some numbers. I know we got Luke White in at receiver here on the near side. Carter Riggins on the far side. Sean Dubois came out. Can't tell who that is at slot. It's either Sam Doan or Cooper Stastny, but it's a handoff to James, and he's got a gain of 5 across the 30 to the 32. Yeah, that's Sam Doan in the slot on the far side. Cooper Stastny is your wing position, number 18 for the Eagles.
After this play, Pat, I'll give you the current game leaders.
Clock running under 4 minutes on your James Wood scoreboard left. In this ball game, Decatur leads big 52-22. Hand off James up the middle, and he splits everybody, and he may score. Devin James still on his feet, and that's going to be a touchdown. 67 yards for Devin James, and it's still all Decatur.
Well, that's currently 55 unanswered.
Yeah. So that touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply, like all the other previous ones tonight.
And McLaughlin Supply has been getting a lot of a good sponsorship tonight. That's picking a winner right there.
Aldape in for the Decatur Tire extra point. My scoring summary is going to be easy.
Yeah.
Ethan Talley running in off the sideline. Get in there on that line for this extra point attempt. Now they're ready. Jacob Haynes with the hold. The kick's up. It's good. And it is 59-22 on your James Wood scoreboard. We'll be right back for your final 3 minutes and 39 seconds of this ball game right after this.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
This is Decatur Eagle Football and Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary: a 3-play drive by Decatur, capped off with a 67-yard touchdown run by Devin James. I don't think he ever got outside the hash marks. He went right straight down the middle of the field for your Decatur touchdown, and your kickoff by Aldape goes into the end zone again, your Parker Properties kickoff.
That's the Aldape that we normally see here. So Devin James with 171 yards on 13 carries, averaging 13.2. Nate Palmer, not quite to 200 yards. He's got 183 yards on 19 carries, knocking off 9.6 yards a run. Third is Preston Escobar, 7 runs for 37 yards. Brody McClure, 9, and Antoine Gilbreth with 9 rushing yards as well.
Handoff Bridgewater on 1st and 10 for the Indians. And we're under 3.5 minutes to go here in the Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter as the clock keeps on a-ticking toward a Decatur win. And I don't see this one getting away from us at this point.
So Escobar spreading the ball out. 7 Eagles have receptions today. Well,
Bridgewater down the sideline, just as I'm saying that. Decatur's got some backups in on defense, but that's a nice run by Bridgewater. It'll put them in the red zone here for the Indians. Hey, there's 3 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and start making my way down to the field for post-game interviews and stuff.
I'll run solo here for a minute.
On 1st and 10, they'll hand it to Bridgewater. He's knocked out of bounds about the 11. All right, you got it for a sec.
Okay. Indians on the 10-yard line, 2nd and 5. Line up with one back behind the quarterback. Bridgewater takes it and running play. Looks like he got about 7 yards, 8 yards. It will be 1st and goal from about the 3 for the Indians. Indians set up. 1st and goal from the 3. Decatur's end. Hand off to number 14, who scampers in for a touchdown for the Eagles. For the Indians, rather. Pat, you down there?
I am.
Okay.
I'm making my way anyway. I little bit more room down here this time than it was at halftime when I was trying to get back up there. That's for sure.
Extra point is good. Score now 59 for your Decatur Eagles, 29 for the Alvarado Indians. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Hey everybody, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. When it comes to selling houses, curb appeal really helps. One of the best at creating curb appeal is Chase Chapman with Chapman Irrigation. He's one of the hardest working guys I know. He's always in the field, he's always on the go. I wanted to stop by and just say hi to him real quick. We'll check on him.
Chase, hey, what are you doing? Hey, Casey. It's Tuesday, 1 o'clock. What are you doing? I'm going to play golf. God, man, cut. I just told him how hard you work.
You got me, Charlie?
I got you.
All right, I am on the field and walking behind the Decatur sideline for this Parker Properties kickoff. Your score now on your James Wood scoreboard, 59-29. Eagles with the lead. Back deep for Decatur, Landon Feltz. Can't see who that's on the far side. Indians do kick it deep, and it goes deep. That's Hunter Smith back there. He's going to let it hit, and it's going to roll out of bounds. And with 2:07 left on your James Wood scoreboard and left on the clock for this Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter, Decatur will start at its own 25-yard line with a 30-point lead.
Yeah, they should bounce it on up to about the 40, shouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, it went out of bounds? Okay, yeah. I thought it squeezed in through the pylon. They'll spot it at the 30.
Welcome back to the 30-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Eagles.
Landon Feltz still in at quarterback. You got Hunter Smith split wide left. Devin James in the backfield for the Eagles. Sam Doan come in motion, and they'll hand it to him coming around the near side. He's got the edge. Sam Doan gets out across the 20. Oh, wait. It was Sam Doan. I heard Cooper Stasny on the PA system, but I was right.
Yep, Sam Doan is correct. Second and 5.
Ball at the Decatur 35-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go now in your Prime West fourth quarter, and to end this ball game, your Decatur with a huge lead, 59-20.
I've lost you, Pat. There you go.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
You got me?
Yeah.
Handoff James at the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Now he breaks free, still on his feet. Devin James with a nice run. He makes 3 yards out of absolutely nothing.
He did not want to come down.
No, what an effort by number 5 right there.
And he's been just putting that, kind of effort out all day long. Been rewarded with 2 touchdowns, averaging over 10 yards a carry. He's probably just to keep feeding him, he'd probably break another one.
Eagles letting the clock run. Down under minute 20, 10 seconds left on your play clock. Now they'll line up to take a snap. Feltz at quarterback in a shotgun. He's going to hand it to James. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage, trying to get outside. He's going to be thrown down for a loss of a couple. That's going to bring up fourth down. We're under a minute to go. I think Decatur's going to have to punt it away, and then we're going to maybe have one more play after that. But Decatur's going to pull out the W and go to 3-2 on the season. Just Let the clock run down. Still 10 seconds left on the play clock. That'll run it down to about 21 seconds to go. I guess Coach Huff may call timeout. I'm not sure. Oh, they're going to take the delay penalty with 18 seconds left. That'll back them up 5 yards, and they'll punt it away. Did I leave my phone up there?
You did.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch you.
It's got all my scores on it. So Jacob Haynes in punting formation for the Eagles with 18 seconds left. Caden Ford back deep for the Indians. But this is probably going to do it for this one. Snap hits the ground. Haynes collects it, punts it away, end over end. Ford catches it in Indian territory. Brought down near the 40-yard line, I think, with 10 seconds to go. So everybody join us next week on our broadcast. We're going to be traveling up to Wichita Falls to take on the Hershey Huskies. And if you don't know much about Wichita Falls Hershey, they have got a strong squad, and they have got a running back that is something else. On 1st and 10, a pass is complete out to the far side. Pushed out of bounds with 4 seconds left. But
Hershey is a pretty good producer of running backs. They always seem to have quality at the running back position.
None greater than the one DeMarque Foster. Collier keeps it around the near side here, and he's going to take it and just take a break and end this one. Goes down on his own, and that's going to be it. Your final score, 59-29. Decatur with 56 unanswered points to take the victory here and to take their record to 2 wins and 3 losses as we go into week 6 coming up. And we'll be right back with some post-game interviews, scores around the area, and our full post-game show right after this.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Welcome back, Eagles fans, to Eagle Stadium, the post-game show.
You got me?
I got you.
While he's giving his speech, if you want to run through some stats and I can listen to them, so maybe I can repeat them to some of these guys I'm going to interview.
Okay. Let me take a look here. Got to get them pulled up. Man, but what a game, Pat.
Hard to describe, to be honest with you.
It really is. It kind of started out like I didn't want to be here.
No, I was really worried.
It was like, what is this we're watching? Can we go back to Pampa and play that game? And I'll be dang sure enough they did.
It was worse.
Yeah.
We came on stronger here than we did in Pampa.
I think so, yeah. I mean, they scored, 56 unanswered points and then gave up one there at the end, but that's, just kind of some trash points. But, the final score, 59-29, Decatur Eagles over Alvarado. Your passing leaders for both.
I just remember the poor Eagle Dolls had to do 59 kicks just now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So Preston Escobar finished 11-15, 137 yards with 4 touchdowns in the air. Nate Palmer finished with 183 yards on 19 carries, and Hunter Smith 2 receptions and 61 yards, leading your Eagles. Jaden Bridgewater was 21 carries, 130 yards for Alvarado. Collier, 19 of 39. He started way better than that. Finished with only 140 yards passing on the 19. But
Devin James had how many yards?
Devin James, let me get down to Devin James. In my handy-dandy stats here, thanks to Buddy Kirkland. He had 15 rushes, 171 yards, averaging 11.4 a carry, 2 touchdowns.
So he had 107 touchdowns. Nate had how many?
183.
And how many touchdowns?
1.
Okay.
So that would be 350 yards.
350 yards rushing between the two of them and 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, 354 on the ground, but just between the two of them. And Escobar added another 37. Brody McClure added 9. Antoine Gilbert added 9. And then Sam Doan.
Right.
But Hunter Smith led the way with 61 yards. And we talked about earlier, Esco spreading the ball out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Eagles on the receiving end of Esco's passes, with Hunter having 2. Your reception leader in count was Landon Feltz with 4. He had 21 yards. But Hunter Smith averaging 30 yards on his 2 carries, 61 yards total. One that long bomb for the touchdown, and then that little 15-yarder that gave him the first down to the 50-yard line, which was that first breakaway touchdown for Devin James. So it's a defensive stats while we're waiting, Pat. Antoine Gilbreth came out as a tackling leader with 7.5. 7 of those solo. And Brody McClure, usually the tackling leader for the Eagles, finishing second with 7. Wyatt Vinzant, the Vendozer, finished with 6.5. Brody Edens, 4.5. Jacob Haynes, 4. Lane Heston, 3. Lando Henry, 3. Jude Robinson, 3. So on the Eagles defense, man, they were spreading out the task load as they played some really good, solid defense starting in the middle of the second quarter. So there you go, Pat. Do I have you? Oh, I know you.
Hello?
Can. There you are.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Man,
I thought they'd pulled our plug up top.
No, I'm here, but I was trying to say,
I've lost you again. I'm not sure this is gonna work.
Hello.
There you are.
Okay. You know, for people that were just joining.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to be done with our microphone's not working, and so we're going to be done with the halftime show here. So we're going to lock it down and go home. And I know Pat can't help me out with the what we do normally at the end, but Eagle Fight never dies. See y'all next week.